So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hinman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hinman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hinman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hinman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hinman Bypass. Call the Hinman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
Welcome to Powell County High School William T. Army Court for semifinals of the 14th Region Girls Volleyball between the Wolfe County Wolves and the Letcher County Central Cougars. Letcher County Central and Wolfe County is split on the season. I am Manus Blair, and I am joined with Hometown 24 analyst Betty Von Cottle. Betty Bunn, 2 minutes to game time. What's your thoughts on this first match after they split on the season?
They did. I think this was going to be a very good match. You're going to have some hard hitting, but we're going to see which team can stay focused in their game plan and work the other team's defense a little more. And it's got to be you can't have a lot of service errors. You've got to make the other team play.
You know, when you look at Wolfe County's record, they're 10-18, but that's very deceiving. In the region, they're 9-6. Of course, Naomi Noble and Abigail Noble are the girls that make the engine go for the Lady Wolves for Coach White. And those 2 girls are instrumental in their success. And when they're not playing it, this is a very young team. And, of course, Letcher Central is a very young team other than their 2 seniors. Coach White, in his really his 7-person rotation, has 0 seniors that have played a great deal. Letcher Central comes in at 21-15, 13-4 in the region. So I think they won at Letcher Central. Wolfe County won at Letcher Central 3-1, and then Letcher Central repaid the favor at Wolfe County 3-1. So both teams, I think, are pretty evenly matched coming in.
And Ben is a veteran coach when you're talking about being here in this region. He's been here for years, so he understands what it means, and I think he understands how to get his team settled down. But, like you said, he does have a young team. And I'll give it to Taylor. Taylor has she's impressed me the way that she's moved her players around and has made her team stronger throughout the season.
And that's what you do as a coach with young players, and that's what both of them have done coming in to it. So we're going to take a break for the national anthem, and when we come back, we'll have set 1 of the first semifinal between Letcher County Central and Wolfe County. So stay with us.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hinman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hinman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hinman. Log on to www.bankofhinman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
See a penny? Pick it up and head to Appalachian Wireless and buy a new iPhone 13. One little old penny for an iPhone 13. Choose a 2-year contract or on the Mix and Match or Unlimited plan. Staying connected never goes out of style, and we make it easy with a new iPhone 13 for just a penny. Terms and conditions do apply. Visit AppalachianWireless.com for details. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just want to watch the game.
Dad, turn on the ceiling fan. Use the gray remote. Hit power, then input.
It's not working.
Welcome back to Powell County High School as the national anthem has been played. All players have been announced, and we've got 14th Region semifinal action. The winner of this will play the nightcap between the Leslie County Lady Eagles and the Knott County Central Lady Patriots on Wednesday. And Wolfe County, I might have a little bit of a hard time. I know most of the players, but might have a little bit of picking up the numbers if they've changed any numbers. Hopefully they have not, but can't go without knowing the Noble girls. And looks like we have 4 officials ready to go. And the players are ready to go. Coach White's ready to go. Coach Van Hoos is ready to go. Betty Vaughn?
Ready.
Are you ready to go?
I've been ready.
And there was an accident on 15 on the way down. Hope and pray that everybody is okay that were in that accident right at the R.W. Combs school. And each player, Paul Olinger, is making sure everybody's where they need to be. He'll be the down official. Looks like for Letcher Central, it will be Pack Fields, number 8, Pack 17, Lowell 11, Napier 15, Lucas 23, and Eldridge 14, and Piper Adams, number 16, the little barrel, will be coming in, and she will come in for Eldridge. For Wolfe County, of course, you'll have the two Noble girls, number 7 and number 28 up front. Then you'll have Ponce, who is the libero for Coach White. And in the game at North Central, she was very good. And we'll start off with Lucas serving for Letcher Central. Overpass, and it's going to be down by Napier. Point, Letcher Central. Lucas leads Letcher Central in aces with 116. That's hard to believe, isn't it, Betty?
It is, but she has such a drop on this ball. It's like the bottom drops out when it hits this net.
Serves the Noble to Abigail Noble to Naomi Noble, and they're a pack with over. And there's going to be
number 11 in the net.
Net, and that's going to be a net on low, and that's going to be a point for Wolfe County. And Ponce will serve for the Lady Wolves. Serves the Fields, and a little miscommunication, and that's a point for the Lady Wolves. Emily Stevens, number 9, up front with the two Noble girls. Ponce will serve once again.
Yeah, they're both going to have a little nerves starting out.
Pack to Lucas, middle over the top, but there was Stevens. Noble over top of the block, and that's going to be a point for Wolfe County. 3-1 Wolfe County.
That's what I've discussed all year. Or all of these teams are having a hard time taking care of that ball right there.
Over top of the double block.
Yeah, just that little tip over these blocks.
Fields to Lucas, back to Fields over top, and there's again Betty Vaughn. That's going to be a point for Letcher Central. Napier will serve for Letcher Central. Ponce to Noble. Goes to Stevens, and it's going to be a kill, and that's a point for Wolfe County. Noble will go back to serve. To Napier to Lucas, goes across to Pack over top, and that's going to be a mishit that counts as a point. Hit it where they're not.
Exactly.
It works as Lowe will go back to serve. Lowe with 80 service aces. Failed to mention that Naomi Noble has 56 aces. Nice serve. Noble saves it, gets it to Abigail Noble, to Lowe, to Lucas, goes middle, and that's nobody's there, and Eldridge scores the point for Letcher Central.
That was a smart play. Eldridge is just looking at the floor, and she's seen everybody come to the middle, and she tips the ball outside. And it is 4-4, and Lowe is serving for Letcher County Central.
Low, and it's off of Ponce. It knuckled on her. She thought it was going long, Betty Vaughn, but it hit her. I think it would have been in anyway, so point, Letcher Central. Nice serve by Lowe. Like I said, she's got 80, now 81 service aces. Short, and that's going to be long, and that's going to be point, Letcher Central. 6-4, Letcher Central. First set. Thank you for joining us here on Hometown 24. Ponce with the overpass. Might have been out, but Pack played it. Lucas back to Pack. Pack over the top. There's Stevens. Back set to Noble, and it's off of Lowe, and that's going to be point, Wolfe County. Brombeck will come in, and she will take out Land as Abigail Noble will serve. Float serve, and that's going to be hard to handle, and it's going to be a point for Wolfe County. Abigail Noble leads the Lady Wolves in aces, and she has 68 on the season.
And I'm not sure if that ball's moving, but Piper's getting caught a little out of position. So
she's locking down a little bit
Yeah.
early or something. Goes back to Eldridge off the double block. There's Ponce with it to Noble on the outside hit, but right there was Lucas. Bump across by Pack to Noble. Goes short. That was Spencer, the 8th grader, over the top, but there's Noble. Goes back and hits across. There's Pack to Lucas. Fields, but there's Noble once again. Back set over the top. Lucas to Adams to Pack. Nice hit, and that's a kill for Letcher Central.
that has been Pack's big shot about midway through the season, is taking that line.
Fields will serve for Letcher Central. And that is going to be out. Point, Wolfe County.
It is 7-7, and Wolfe County is serving.
And once again, and I did not take my old notes from the past, but number 4 is serving, and I do not have number 4 on my roster. I had it on the old roster. Adams, Napier hits it to Eldridge, and it doesn't cross. Point, Wolfe County. 8-7. Serve goes to Adams, to Lucas, back set to Pack, off the block, and that's going to be a point, Letcher Central. Combs will come in for Pack, and Stevens will come in. Well, I think Stevens will come in. She's waiting patiently on official Olinger. And, of course, Ponce is coming in. Katie Combs will serve for Letcher Central. Nice serve. Ponce with a nice up. 3-meter hit by Noble. Adams to Fields, and it will be bumped over by Adams. Noble to Noble. Block, and that's somebody's in the net.
Yes. Wolfe County was in the net.
And that was Spencer in the net, and that point will go to Letcher Central. Combs to serve again. Ponce to Noble, across. And Deshaun hits it. Eldridge tried to, but right there was the 8th grader. Ponce once again to Noble, back set. And that's going to go long, and that's going to be a point for Wolfe County. Point for Letcher Central. 10-8 Letcher Central. Jump serve, and Ponce unable to handle it clearly, but Noble gets it up to Abigail Noble. Combs to Adams to Napier deep, nobody there, and that's going to be a point for Letcher Central. And Ponce is going to go out, and Stevens comes in for Wolfe County. Serve into the net, and Pack will come in for Combs. Point goes to Wolfe County.
It is 11-9 Letcher County Central, and Wolfe County is up to serve.
Spencer, the 8th grader, will be serving. Good call by Fields, goes to Lucas, to Napier. Up goes, and that's going to be getting across, and then it's going to be bump free ball. Goes to Napier off the block. Nice job by Noble. Noble with a back set. Adams to Eldridge in the middle. Nice job of blocking it. Noble down the line, and that's going to be a point for Wolfe County. Spencer will serve again at 11-10, Letcher Central.
And Fields was there. I just think it was a little high, and I don't think she expected that ball to come to her.
And Noble hit it flat foot, and that's going to sail long, and that's going to be a point for Letcher Central as Lowe will come in for Eldridge. And Adams will serve. Spencer goes to back to Noble off the block, and that's a point for Wolfe County. Noble just hits it bets with just so much power.
She does. But you know, that's to me a power hitter. That's what you do. You have to hit it. You can't let the other team dictate your game.
Wolfe County to serve at 12-11 Letcher Central. And that's going to be a service error that time as Brumback hits it into the net. She will go out, and in will come Land and Ponce. Lucas to serve at 13-11. And it's deep in that corner, and it's going to be out. That was close. Official right on it. Point Wolfe County. And Wolfe County a little bit confused on who's supposed to be serving.
Yeah.
Ponce will go back to serve. Mentioned Ponce has 382 digs on the season. Goes to Fields, to Lucas, into the middle, and that's going to be off Ponce, but nice job by the 8th grader. Noble across, free ball, into the middle for Lowe, and she puts it down for the point for Letcher Central, 14-12. And I believe that's going to be a timeout by Wolfe County. Yeah. And we'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay with us in set one.
Just want to watch the game.
That turn on the ceiling fan. Use the gray remote. Hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
Welcome back to Powell County High School as Wolfe County has called a timeout at 14-12, Letcher Central up. And we'll see if it kind of stagnates Letcher Central and if Napier can hit it in here, and she does. Ponce with it up to Noble, goes back over, doesn't cross as Stevens tried to hit it down the line, but hit it into the net, so it's point Letcher Central. Ponce to Noble in the middle for Napier. She throws it back, but there is Lucas. Adams to Pack, and she's going to hit it long. Point Wolfe County.
With that set was a little off the net, and Pack had already made the approach, and it was overhead. So
just could not get over it.
Yeah, she couldn't get it down.
Yeah, Noble to serve. Nice serve, and that's going to be out down the sideline. Official Melton with nice footwork there. 16-13, Letcher Central. He'll probably watch this and say minus. Long serve by Lowe, and it's going to be point for Wolfe County.
I think they both, if I reckon that they both have 3 serving errors.
Yeah, and I would envision that sometimes you want to be aggressive, but other times you just want to get it in, and that's what happens right there with Noble getting it in. Adams across with a cut shot, but there's Naomi Noble back set. There's Piper Adams, and it's going to not be handled, and it's going to be a point for Wolfe County. And that was Brombeck with just a nice cut over there, and Adams just didn't move her feet well enough. Noble with the serve to Adams. Lucas bump. And that's Eldridge puts a lot on that. Nice hustle that time by Noble. Now, if it comes straight down, is that a replay if they cannot get to it? Or is that something that they agree upon in the tournament?
They agree. They talk about it usually in their warm-ups, how they're going to call that.
And that's going to be an ace for Fields. So we'll figure that out here in a minute, won't we?
Yeah, because a lot of times they'll say if they have a play and it hits
So
the
is
ball
that
dog,
the standard? Is that the goal? Is that the rim?
The goal and the backboard.
Okay. And that's going to go off Ponce, and that's going to be Fields is going to score another point.
And it is 19-15.
Oh, yeah, and the old infamous number 20 comes up.
And this is these two teams are not – they can't let this score get out of hand.
And notice the change in the defensive alignment there. Nice hit, but it goes long as Stevens tries to cut it to the middle, and it sails long. Point Letcher Central 20-15 as Fields is on the roll here. Nice up that time by Brombeck. Pushed, but there's Napier. Lucas to Pack, and Noble with the overpass. Eldridge does the smart thing, gets it in system off the block, and that's going to be a point by Pack. Point Letcher Central.
Right now the net is playing on Letcher County Central's side.
And you know you have games like that, don't you? And that's going to be another timeout.
Their second and final timeout for the first set.
And so we'll be back in 30 seconds at 21-15. Letcher Central. Stay with us here on Hometown 24.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Powell County High School. Set 1, 21-15 Letcher Central. Timeout by Coach White. And Fields has been on a roll, Betty Vaughn.
She has. They're playing it smart. You're just getting it in and letting them hit the ball right now.
Noble goes back to the 8th grader, and there is Napier. And it's out of system, and here comes the Wolves. Noble goes back over top by Brumbeck, but there's Fields goes back, and Eldridge with a smart play shorts it with a little, what do you call that?
It's just a tilt, but right now they've got Wolfe County all messed up because they're swinging and tipping. So Wolfe is trying to play deep, and they can't get that little short ball right now. So we'll see what Ben's adjustment will be in between games.
Stevens with a hard hit and lack of communication on who had the third ball by Letcher Central, and it's a point, Wolfe County. Serving at 22-16, and once again I'll have to check to see who number 4 is, see if I can find it somewhere. Nice serve to Adams. Lucas goes back to Pack, and that's going to go wide. Point, Wolfe County.
Right here is where Wolfe
ahead.
has to make Letcher play, and Letcher needs to play smart and not safe, but they need to play smart and keep the ball in. When you try to play safe ball, you get out of your routine.
And you lose your aggression.
You do.
And Katie Combs will come in to serve as Pack will go out. And then Ponce will come in. Combs did a nice job the last time she served. Nice serve to Ponce. Oh, and it's going to be a miss hit, but like we said.
They count.
They count. And that was Deshaun with the kill.
And it is 23-18, Letcher County Central, and Wolfe is up to serve.
Spencer, the 8th grader, and she's got a good career coming up. Plays well already. Adams, speaking of a 7th grader. And there's Eldridge, and it's going to be Ponce. Nice job, nice hustle. We got a scramble going as they're trying to get in system here. It's going to be an overpass. Nice job by Adams coming to get it, but nobody communicated there, and that's going to be a 3-point for Wolfe County. 23-19.
See, that's where you don't want to get that relaxed. You got to keep the gas on.
Got to make them play it. And that's Fields. Nice call by Lucas. Napier to Stevens. Back set, and that's going to be a point as it hit the podium, and that's going to be a point and makes it set point number 1 for Letcher County Central, and Adams will do the serving. Goes to Ponce. Noble able to handle it, fisted over. Goes to low in the middle. There's Stevens, nice job. Ponce will hit it over. Lucas goes, and there it is, and that's going to be set number 1 goes to Letcher County Central, 25-19. And when we come back, we'll have set number 2 in the semifinal 1 of the 14th Region Volleyball.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
Welcome back to Powell County. Thank you for tuning in on Hometown 24, first semifinal of the night between Wolfe County and Letcher County Central. Second matchup will be Knott County Central and Leslie County. First set here goes to Letcher Central, 25-19. Coach White being adamant with his girls down here just below us, and Coach Van Hoos trying to keep her girls loose. Betty Vaughn.
She does. Right now, Letcher County Central has to come out because Wolfe is going to come out and play right now. So Letcher County Central has to fight this off at the beginning, and they've got to get them cool back down, and then they've got to play their ball. And you can't let Wolfe come out here and jump out to a big lead.
And, you know, really the number of kills by Naomi Noble has not been a whole lot,
no.
Betty Vaughn. So I think they've got to go to where you, as I've said, where your bread's buttered.
And I believe that was a lot of Ben's talk down there. Is I heard him say, "You done it your way. Now let's go back to the game plan."
And I'm sure that
plan, you do what got you here.
That's exactly right. And when you've got somebody that leads your team in kills, like Naomi, and it's almost a 3-to-1. You know, the next person is Deshaun, has 114 kills.
Right.
So you got to go with her, and Wolfe County will start off set number 2, and Ponce will serve for the Lady Wolves. And that's going to be wide, and that's going to be a point for Letcher Central after the era.
And, you know, with Letcher Central, they actually have right now 3 hitters in the front row, so this ball is going to be moved around.
And Lucas will serve to start, and that's going to go long. So service error for Letcher Central. So both teams exchange errors 1-to-1. And Naomi Noble will move to the back and serve for the Lady Wolves. Nice serve. Pack wasn't sure what to do on that serve, and that's going to be a point for the Lady Wolves.
Yeah, she hit it. Naomi hit it right at her. It could have been out, but she couldn't get out of the way.
Power even from the service line.
Right.
Nice serve to Pack. Handled that one. And there is, and that's going to drop as Lowe hits it over the net. Point, Letcher Central.
And I will tell you that Lowe probably will not go away from that until they stop her, or you shouldn't.
Well, I mean, how many times that's happened already?
Right.
Noble goes and gets it, cross, and they're going to say it did not cross, and that's a point for Letcher Central. Why change?
That's true.
If something's working, why do you change?
That's the same thing you say when something's not working. Why are you not changing?
It's very true. Blocked that time by Lowe, and that's going to be a point for Letcher Central as Stevens hit it off her block, and nobody was there, and it comes down for the point for the
Wolfe seems to be a
Kugler.
little out of sync right now.
Yeah.
They're not really sure what's going on.
And maybe the nerves has gotten to them just a little bit. And Noble says, I'll show you nerves. There's a point. Point, Lady Wolves.
And that is just a time block, and you still – it doesn't matter where she hits from. You have to have a blocker up there trying to tip that ball.
Yeah,
you got to try to get some of that speed off.
And, you know, those girls have played in the state tournament and everything, so they know what it takes to win. Lowe with the push. There's Ponce with a one-hand save. That could have been a 2. Hits it through the net is Noble, and that's going to be another point for the Lady Wolves. Abigail Noble serving for Wolfe County. Goes to Pack. Fields across to Lowe, and it's going to be out of system as Noble hits it to Noble. Goes across, and Stevens hits it. Adams, a little bit of miscommunication from both teams here. Abigail Noble sets it and it goes through, and it's going to be a kill by Spencer. Point, Wolfe County.
It's 5-4, Wolfe County.
Neither team really got into any kind of system there.
No, both teams are having a hard time receiving these serves right now.
Pack to Lucas, goes back to Pack, and it's going to go long, and that's a point for Wolfe County. Noble serves again to Adams. Lucas with a back to Lowe, and it's going to be out wide, and that's going to be a point for Wolfe County. Wolfe County on a roll now. 3.
Yes, it's 7-4 Wolfe in the second set.
To Pack.
That's a nice up. They should get a hit out of this one.
And it's going to go long. I don't think there was a touch, and nobody calls a touch, and that's a point for Wolfe County.
She didn't try to touch it. She threw that big hand. You know, if that's all you're going to do is get one hand on the ball, then don't do it. That's coming off of a hard hit.
Unless you're in desperation.
Right.
Yep. To Adams, to Lucas, and Lucas pushes it deep corner, but Ponce is there. To Noble, 3-meter hit by Noble, and it's off of Adams and out of bounds. I think that ball was going out of bounds, I believe. So 9-4, and I think.
But, you know, timeout, Letcher County Central.
Yep. 9-4. Coach Van Hoos seen enough. Got to do something here, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay with us.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
Welcome back to Powell County High School. Timeout by Coach Van Hoos at 9-4, Wolfe County. Wolfe County on a 5-0 run. Abigail Noble serving during that run. Letcher Central fans trying to get the girls kind of riled up a little bit.
It's not a huge crowd, but it's a loud crowd.
It's a loud. You got that right. Adams, nice up, goes across the Pack in system. Ponce hits it, and it almost hits the goal over there. Noble, and that's going to be another point for Wolfe County.
is 10-4, Wolfe County.
Pack. And it's going to be another free ball for Wolfe County. Noble, 3-meter hit. Nobody there.
Nice play by Lowe.
Yeah, if she doesn't hit that, that's going to be another point. Point anyway for Wolfe County, 11-4. Momentum was not broken by the timeout. And another free ball as Field hits it to Noble. Noble go with a back. Nice play, but there is Lucas. Adams to Pack. And it's going to be a short ball. Land hits it. And that's going to be finally Letcher Central is going to score a point here.
It is 11-5 Wolfe County, and Adams is up to serve for Letcher County Central.
Low goes out, and Eldridge comes in. Noble to Noble. Hit by Land.
Nice job by Pack to get in there.
Pack off the double block, and it went out of bounds. Point Letcher Central. And Noble asked official about something. I'm not sure what that was about. But Ponce goes to Noble, back to Noble, and that's down the line, and it's out of bounds.
She may have asked if they tipped it, but they called it hitting the pole, so it was out.
Yeah, that's what I figured might have been. Yep, 11-7, Wolfe County. Ponce hits it to Noble. Noble goes across the land, and it's going to go long. Point Letcher Central, so 3-0 run by Piper Adams. Noble unable to handle it. Ponce, nice play to Land, but there is Napier. Adams across to Pack. Noble to Noble. There's Land again down the line. Saved by Lucas. Pack, and that's going to be another point for Letcher Central. So we've turned into a game of runs, Betty Vaughn.
Yes. It's now 11-9. Letcher County Central's crawled right back into the ball game.
Ponce goes to Noble. Noble with the back set to Noble. Can't do it much better than that, but you got to have someone blocking that.
Yeah, that's like I said, it doesn't matter where
Did they have anybody blocking? I did not see if they did.
I don't think so. I think they're there, but you've got to time that.
And it's a different time.
It is.
I served Adams. Lucas across to Eldridge. She goes over the top, but there was Spencer. Noble gets it across. Adams to Lucas to the middle. And there's Land, but she's unable to handle it, and it's a point Letcher Central. Sophie Fields to serve for Letcher Central. Nice serve to Noble. Back set. That's off the double block, but Adams saves it. Across, and
they're calling 2 hits.
Both of them hit it.
Yeah.
But he should have waited, I believe, until the 4th hit. But that's okay. It still was going to be a point for Wolfe County, as Spencer will serve for Wolfe County at 13-10. And not sure what happened, but she started and stopped, and it threw her rhythm off, and it's going to be a service error as Combs will come in and Pack will go out for Letcher Central.
And it is 13-11 Wolfe, and Combs is serving for Letcher County Central.
Spencer with a up, goes back, and it's going to be a push short, but there was Lucas. Adams with a set for Napier, and that's going to be long, and that's going to be point Wolfe County.
That was set a little low. Napier had a nice swing on it. It was just set a little low, and she didn't get her hand on top of the ball.
And Brombeck was coming in for Land, but Coach White says you will serve Land, and she will serve at 14-11. Adams to Lucas, back set to Eldridge. I think they've caught on to that, Betty Vaughn.
Yeah, I think Eldridge is going to have to pull something else out because they're playing that push that she's trying to use.
And that's going to be a point for Wolfe County. She's just going to have to rear back and
kill one.
Yep, and that had started all anew. 15-11. Oh, I was getting ready to say nice serve, and it went right into the net. Point, Letcher Central, as Eldridge will serve.
I know how these coaches feel when you're sitting there and you hit it in the net. They're like, what do you do?
You look over at Kevin Nichols and say,
Why'd you do that for?
Why'd you do that?
Exactly.
Noble to Noble, goes back to Noble in the middle off the block, and there was Fields. Napier down the line, and it's going to be a point off the block for Letcher Central.
That was a nice shot by Napier. She hit it just right at them. If you try to go over them, it's going out. You've got to hit it.
Eldridge with a short serve to Noble. Not handled well that time. Off the block. Pack with the overpass, and there is Noble to put it down for the point. 16-13, Wolfe County.
Let's be honest, neither team is handling these serves too clean.
Second set has not been as well played as the first set was.
No.
Ponce to serve. Fields to Lucas, across to Lowe, draws it back, and there's Land to Noble, back to Noble, off the block of Lowe, and it's going to be a point for Wolfe County as they pull back out here.
17-13, Wolfe County.
To Pack, to
that
Lucas.
Was a nice up.
And that's going to be called for
two hits. You know, these teams they're flat-footed behind these blocks. So when these blocks are getting tipped, they can't take off. They're already like they're cemented. They're down and ready.
Yeah. Coach Van Hoos had told Lucas not to do that anymore. And it didn't cross, and that's a point for Wolfe County at 19-13 in set number 2. And Coach Van Hoos says timeout, and we'll take a timeout. Stay with.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hinman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hinman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hinman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hinman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hinman Bypass. Call the Hinman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
Welcome back as we are in set number 2, 19-13 Wolfe County. Ponce will serve for Wolfe County after the timeout by Letcher County Central. Fields to Lucas, goes across to Lowe, and that's going to go off. Nice hustle by Noble, but it's going to be a point for Letcher County Central. Lucas will serve for Letcher County Central.
And it is 19-14, Wolfe County.
Spencer getting instruction from Coach White. Short serve, nice serve. Ponce could not get to that.
That was I've told you, Lucas's ball it's like the bottom drops at it, goes so far and just drops.
And, you know, Abigail Noble didn't want to take that as the setter, so a little bit of miscommunication by the Wolves. Naomi Miller, and that's going to be a Naomi Noble with a kill point for Wolfe County, 20-15.
See, that's where you have to get hands. You got to get over here and make her think about doing something else.
Going down.
Yeah, you got to get those hands in her face.
And Pack hits
nice
it.
Nice up by Pack.
Oh, very with a nice serve off the thing. And Spencer gets it across with a one hand, goes across. And that's miscommunication. Somebody should have had that one, and that's a point for Letcher Central.
I think they all six stood there wanting to know who was going to take
They looked
that.
at each other, didn't they?
So nobody took it.
Nobody got it. 2016 as Napier will serve. Goes to Ponce to Abigail Noble. Left hand by the 8th grader, Pack with a hustle. And it'll be a free ball, and that's going to go out. And that's going to be a point for Wolfe County.
And it is 21-16 Wolfe County in the second set. Letcher County Central won the first set.
Pack to Adams across. Short, but there's Noble to Noble. Back set. And that's going to go with Adams, and that's going to be a point off of Adams for Wolfe County.
Letcher County Central is going to have to adjust that defense on those horizontal shots.
Yeah, anytime it goes diagonal across, seems like they're looking at somebody instead of just going to get it.
There's too big a gap between the second row and the back row.
And Pack's going to hit it into the net, and that's going to be 23-16 Wolfe County. Letcher Central just having a hard time getting it to the setter in the right position.
Yeah, they are. This is where Letcher Central is going to have to settle down and end this game on a high note.
Pack goes to Fields across to Lowe. There's Noble to Noble. Hits it across. And that's going to be a double hit. And that's going to be a point for Letcher Central.
Yes, when that ball came out of Noble's hands and it was sideways, that's an automatic.
You could see it, couldn't you?
Yes.
Adams to serve to Ponce. To Noble. Goes long by Spencer, and that's going to be a point for Letcher County Central.
It is 23-18 Wolfe, and Letcher Central serve.
Got to have a bunch here, does Letcher Central. That looked like a back set, and it was, and that's going to be point Wolfe County, which will go to set point for Wolfe County. And I believe we said that number 4 is Shyla Moore. And if it's not, we are sorry. She's 44 on the program. She's the only one we could figure out maybe be who. Adams,
nice up by Adams.
Goes to Eldridge, and there is Spencer.
That was a nice job taking that hole shot.
And that's going to go long, and that's a point for Letcher Central as they're still alive here in the second set.
It's 24-19, and Sophie Fields is up to serve for Letcher County Central. That's nice up.
Spencer hits it long, and that's going to be a point for Letcher Central. Fields will continue to serve. And that's going to go off, and it goes off the board, and that's going to be a point.
So that backboard is a dead ball.
If it comes back, let's see if it goes up and hits it.
Back down.
So I'm sure you've seen it in your time where they did it either way. Noble to Noble, gets it across, but there's Pack, the Lucas in the middle to Eldridge, and it's going to be Brombeck that gets it across. Free ball. Goes across.
Going to get a set.
And that's going to be a point. And Coach White says, no, I am not calling a timeout. So 24-22, Wolfe County. Fields will continue to serve. Noble doesn't handle it well, but Noble gets it back in, and it's crossed. Nice job that time by
Central's
Deshaun.
going to get a set.
And that's off, and that's going to make it 24-23.
Yeah, they're leaving.
And now they're going to call timeout.
Yeah.
So 24-23. Wolfe County calls a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hinman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hinman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hinman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hinman Bypass. Call the Hinman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
Welcome back to Powell County. We thought Wolfe County might have had that set already in hand, and Letcher Central has went on a roll here to bring it within 1 point at 24-23 with Fields serving, and Coach White said, I'd seen enough, and let's see if we can get this set point. And it's going to tie it up. Unbelievably, it's 24-24. And, you know, anytime you start looking at the scoreboard sometimes,
you're not
you
focused
lose
on
it.
playing the game.
Exactly. Now, served by Fields Ponce. In system here, we go to Spencer, and it's going to go long. And that's going to be a point, but they're calling a touch. And usually the touch is only called on this side, but both line people both called a touch. So that's going to be a point for Wolfe County. Spencer will serve once again for a set point. Goes to Fields. Lucas back to Pack. Pack cuts it down, but there's Ponce to Noble. Goes outside to Naomi Noble, and there's the set. 26-24, Wolfe County. Both teams with one set will go to set number 3, so stay with us here on Hometown 24.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hinman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hinman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hinman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
See a penny? Pick it up and head to Appalachian Wireless and buy a new iPhone 13. One little old penny for an iPhone 13. Choose a 2-year contract or on the Mix and Match or Unlimited plan. Staying connected never goes out of style, and we make it easy with a new iPhone 13 for just a penny. Terms and conditions do apply. Visit AppalachianWireless.com for details. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
And welcome back to Powell County. Move into set number 3 here. Both teams with one set apiece. Letcher Central won set 1, 25-19. Wolfe County won set number 2, 26-24. Wouldn't expected anything different based upon the two results throughout the year. There's no way one team was going to go 3-0.
No.
So a minute before we get going here, and what do you think, Betts, going to this crucial set number 3?
Well, Kevin and I always said set 3 was that's why we exercised so much over there. That's why we kept pushing game 3. That's
plyometrics.
We're gonna,
jumping,
this
running.
is your legs. You got to have your legs right now. So we're going to see who has legs in this third game.
And, you know, playing a regular season game and playing a tournament game. Regular season, but tournament, you get the nerve build up early.
That's right.
You burn energy on the bus. You get nervous energy. So who can better handle this in set number 3?
Yeah.
And Letcher Central will start off set number 3, and it will be Lucas to serve. Lucas goes to Noble, back to Noble, over the top, with a save.
Nice job by Amelia.
Adams to Ponce. It goes right back to Noble. This time, no settling. I'm just going to hit it as hard as I can for the point. Ponce will serve for Wolfe County.
Pack was having a hard time finding the ball. One under the bleachers.
Probably could have been Reverend Jim Fields over there helping a little bit.
I don't think he got up. He just didn't find it.
He just didn't find it. Might have had a little Pepsi or Coke on the ball. Adams to Lucas goes in the middle to Low, and
Nice
Ponce
shot by
couldn't
Lowe.
handle it. Yes, had a lot of oof.
Well,
on it.
they Wolfe had no blocker.
On the
you
middle.
You can't give Lowe a free shot like that.
And that was a nice set that
It
time,
was.
too. And Ponce, as good as she is, just could not handle it. It just hit so hard.
Yes.
Napier to serve at 1-1. There's Ponce to Noble, across to Naomi. And that was a touch, not the antenna. And it's going to be a free ball for Wolfe County. Goes back to Noble down the line, and that's going to be a point. And Noble will go back to serve at 2-1. Gets her off that front line. But
And this
she is good at serving it, though.
When you get a good pass right now,
And that goes long, and that's going to be 2-2.
when you get a good pass and a good set, you have to take advantage of that.
Yeah. And, and Wolfe County did twice there. 2-2 as Lowe will serve. See if there's any adjustments on the 3-meter hit. And Lowe hits it into the net. And Adams will come in for her. And Abigail Noble will go back to serve for the Wolves. Goes to Fields, who cannot handle it well. Adams, a nice hit.
Yes, Adams
And
put that
that's
ball
gonna be-
right where they could get a play on it. That was a nice shot.
Yeah, and that enabled Eldridge to make the roll shot that ends up picking the point up for Letcher Central.
Nice up by Ponce.
3-meter hit, and there is the block that you were talking about,
That's
Betty
it.
Bunn, from Eldridge. And
See, that makes you now decide, now what am I going to do?
Yep.
Because they've got that touch on that line, on that shot.
So Noble trying to shake off, hit her elbow, left elbow, as Fields will serve at 4-3.
That's okay. She's right-handed. So
Yep.
she's going to hit right-handed.
She don't need that other arm.
No.
And Eldridge with the overpass scores a point for Letcher Central, 5-3. No way she's coming out of the game.
No.
No way she's coming out in the regional semifinal. Fields with the serve to Ponce. Goes to Abigail Noble for 3-meter hit with the left arm. And that's going to score a point, Betty Bunn, off the left.
She's getting the cobwebs out of that.
Oh,
elbow.
she shook that loose,
Yeah,
didn't she?
yeah.
See,
I think you can, but they're so used to each other hitting the ball hard when they do that.
Off speed.
They can't play it.
Right,
Because
it's
they're all
off
dead. They're already down, set, ready to go.
Yep. Moore serves it long, and that's going to be a point for Letcher Central. As Combs will come in and Ponce will come back in, and Moore and Stevens will do a roundabout, kind of like at the Carcassonne Community Center. Combs to serve at 6-4. And for those that's never been to the Carcassonne Community Center, you need to go and do a little jig every once in a while. All right, here we go. Nice hit, but there's Adams. Cut shot, but there, once again, tries to go back, and that's going to be there as Fields across, not high enough, but Napier's getting across to Ponce. Noble with a back set to land. Adams, and it's going to be an overpass, and nice play that time by Abigail Noble as they had moved up, and she hit it in that deep corner for a point for Wolfe County. Pack back in for Combs. Spencer to serve.
And you had Combs and Adams both going after that ball. That was a good hustle.
Yep.
And that was a great shot by Wolfe County.
Definitely so.
She looked and seen everybody pulled up, and she just took it long.
Nice block that time. And Napier puts it down.
Nice shot by Napier.
Deshaun had blocked it, but it went right back to Napier as Eldridge goes out and Lowe comes in. Ponce to Noble. Goes across to Noble, and Pack can't handle it, and it's going to be a point for Wolfe County.
Yeah, Pack is just, she gets down, and when the ball makes contact, she stands up. That little bit of movement is throwing that ball out of there.
And it doesn't soften it, right?
No.
And that's why it just goes A-wire.
Yeah.
Adams with it to Lucas all the way across to Lowe, and it's off of Noble. Nice job by Ponce, and almost a save, and that's going to be a point for Letcher Central. As we look down, Leslie County is here with 14th Region Coach of the Year, Mr. Hubbard, Coach Hubbard. He was named today as Coach of the Year. Lucas Noble, and there's he didn't catch him, but over, and there's Noble, and that's going to be, I'm not really sure what happened there.
I believe they caught a carry.
I did not see a signal.
Yeah, he done this.
Oh, I guess that's why I have you, because your eyes are better than mine.
Yeah, I was just
with new
checking.
Glasses.
Yeah.
See, your new glasses, you can see a lot better. Ponce hits it to Fields. Lucas across back to Fields over top, and that's going to be a point for Letcher County Central.
That was a nice shot. Noble was there. She was just a step too deep.
And that's going to be a timeout by Wolfe County, 9-7. Letcher Central, set number 3. Hometown 24, stay with us.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with a click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Virginia
Welcome
Real.
back to Powell County High School, and I was going to get up and show them the Irene Thomas moves, but I thought better. Nice third set, 9-7 Letcher County Central. Coach White making adjustments in the timeout. Coach Van Hoos trying to keep her girls in the focus as Napier will serve coming out of the timeout. Serve Ponce, nice job, goes over the top, but there is Pack. Back set to Fields over the top, but Abigail Noble's there on 2. Noble hits it to Adams. Lucas across to Pack off the block of, I believe that was a nice job of Noble, but there waiting was Lucas. Adams across to Pack. Nice job. A lot of scrambling going on, Betty Vaughn.
There is.
Noble tries to push it, but there was Napier to Fields across the top, but Ponce is there, hits it up to give him plenty of time to get under it. Noble across, pushes it. Adams can't do it, a nice shot by Noble. Point, Wolfe County. Excellent point of scrambling there. Noble will go back to serve. And that's going to go wide. Point, Letcher Central.
I think they better be calling another number. Noble's having a hard time hitting that line.
Yeah, I think there's a specific person they're trying to serve to, and that's going to go long. So back-to-back Uras trying to take a little bit off of it that time, and it floated long.
Yeah.
Point for Wolfe County, 10-9 Letcher Central as Abigail Noble will serve.
Nice up by Adams.
Fields with a point as it come off her hand a little bit different, like you were talking about, a little bit of a change up, and a result, that's a point. And
I'm not sure what number, but she was already down, and when that ball was hit soft, she was
Noble.
already set. Okay.
That was Noble.
Yeah, Noble was already set, and when she took the speed off of that, she couldn't get to it.
Brombeck comes in for Wolfe County. Ponce, nice job. Goes back to the 3-meter line, but there's Pack in session here over top, and that's going to be a point off the block of Spencer by Eldridge. Point, Letcher Central.
It is 12-9 Letcher Central, and Letcher Central serving.
Noble to Noble. Goes back to Brombeck, and that's going to go long. And that's a point. Coach White has changed a little bit on the receiving part.
Yes, he only has 2 back. He has 4 at the net.
And that's off the block, and that's a point by Spencer for Wolfe County. As Ponce will go out, and in will come to Sean. Moore to serve. 13-10, Letcher Central, set number 3. Goes to Napier. Lucas to Pack. Pack with a push into the corner. Noble almost saves it. No, good hustle by all the Lady Wolves. Point goes to Letcher Central. And Noble getting up slowly as Combs will go back to serve.
I'm not sure what Ben is questioning.
I think he was questioning whether or not they should hit that one ball, that it was going long on the serve, I'm saying. Katie Combs to serve for Letcher Central at 14-10. Critical part for Wolfe County as official Olinger is at the table.
Ben just got carded, so he has to sit down.
Did not see that.
Yes, he did. Okay, maybe they've changed the rules. Maybe he does not have to sit down. When I was carded, I had to sit.
You got carded a few times?
Just a few.
Katie Combs with a long hit and kind of froze Katie Combs with that little bit of a delay.
Think
so maybe a little bit of gamemanship.
Yeah. It's 14-11, Letcher County Central and Wolfe serving.
Spencer with the serve, and Fields cannot handle it, and that point will go to Wolfe County, 14-12. I've done a little gamemanship in my time as a coach.
I have too.
We all have.
Yep.
Spencer to continue to serve. Once again, having a hard time with it. Napier hits it short, but there's Noble. Ponce says, I've got it. Steps back, and Fields has it to Lucas across to Napier. Ponce hits it to Noble, back to Naomi Noble, and that's going to be over the top of the double block for a point. 14-13, Letcher Central, as Spencer will continue to serve.
And you can tell these teams are young because right now they're watching the ball instead of the player to see. You can watch their hands and see, are they hitting or tipping?
Spencer hits it into the net, and that's going to be a big point for Letcher Central as Lowe comes in and Eldridge goes out. Adams to serve. Goes to Ponce. Overhit a little bit, and Noble cannot handle it, and that's going to be a big point for Letcher County Central. 16-13. Adams with the serve down the middle. Ponce with it to Noble, goes across the Naomi Noble with the left hand, and it's going to go long. And Wolfe County's going to ask for a timeout. 17-13, set number 3. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Welcome back to Powell County High School. Thanks to AD Doug Brewer. I've never been in this place that it wasn't clean, and I went back to the back area, and it's clean as always. So I've thanked the Powell County janitor several times in the boys' tournament last year. But at coming out of the timeout, Betty Vaughn, 17-13 with Letcher Central up. what's going to take place here. This is, as we've said, this is a very important third set.
It is, and like I said, both teams are they're still struggling to receive these serves clean.
And Adams will serve down the middle to Ponce. Goes across to Noble off the block, and that's going to be a point. Nice block. I didn't see, was it Lowe? I could not see who made
yes,
the
it was Lowe.
So Lowe with the block. Point Letcher Central, critical after coming out of the timeout.
It is.
18-13. Adams to serve. Goes down the line. Ponce over, and there's nobody there as Lucas scores the point. And once again, not getting that first ball to your setter.
Right.
And Land will come in, and out will go Stevens for the Wolves. Goes across to Noble, and that's going to be another point as Napier and Lowe are there on the double block. 20-13, Letcher County Central. Noble's got to do something a little bit different. And they do something different. They go with a back set across. Napier with a cut shot. There's Ponce to Noble. Back to Noble. And there's a block. Joust. And it will be Napier hits it deep, but there is Spencer. Goes to Noble with the left hand. Napier to Lucas. Back to Napier, and that's going to be long. Point Wolfe County. Had it wide open back there.
She had the right shot.
Yeah,
she just missed it.
Yeah.
And nice play by Wolfe's setter to go away
right
from Noble and then come back.
Very much so. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yes.
That's why I've got you with me.
Letcher Central was doing a nice job of blocking, so they had to go away. That's what you
had to move them on the front line.
Well, and she had to get Noble settled down. You got to give somebody else a chance to hit the ball.
Right. And that miscommunication by Letcher Central on the serve, which scores the point.
It's 20-15 Wolfe.
And Lowe hits it, and it's off of Spencer, and that's going to be a point for Letcher Central.
Yes.
I was going to mention that Land had a good serve that time before, right just over the front line, right into the middle area for the ace, as Lucas will serve for Letcher Central. Spencer goes to Noble, and that's going to have to draw it, and that's going to go around, and that's going to be a point for Letcher Central, 22-15. Wolfe County cannot give up any more right here.
No.
Ponce goes to Noble, goes back to Naomi Noble. There is Lucas. Adams with a call for Napier off of Spencer. Ponce to push by Noble. Goes across once again to Napier. Nobody there, and that's going to be a point. And that will lead Letcher Central. Nope, I was sorry. I'm 1 point ahead of myself. 23-15. I guess that was that Burger King food.
Right now Letcher Central is on a motivational high, so they're just picking their spots right now.
Serve to Spencer. Noble goes to Noble. She hits it, and that's going to go long, and that will bring us to set
point.
For
24-15 Letcher County Central in the third set.
And both teams with one set apiece. This could be that critical part for Letcher Central in gaining set number 3. Nice serve, and that will give Letcher Central set number 3 at 25-15, and that will lead us into set number 4. So stay with us. We've still got a lot of action ready for you.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
want to watch the game.
Dad turned on the ceiling fan, used the gray remote, hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Powell County High School, 14th Region semifinal number 1. Letcher Central up 2-1. Wolfe County. Can they do it here in set number 4 and get back even to send it to set number 5?
They can, but they're going to have to settle down as a team. And they're going to have to, right now, they're going to have to jail up and decide how do we get here, what got us here, and they're going to have to play team ball. They can't be any eyes. I'm going to do it. They're going to have to get it up, and they're going to have to break the momentum that Letcher County Central has right now.
And, that means usually getting off to a good start in a set. And, both teams have scrambled to receive services. And it seems like Letcher Central there in the critical part of that set was able to handle it, get it to where they needed to. And seems like Wolfe County did not. So they got to pass the ball better in order for that to transpire. And, I asked you that question, but that was a rhetorical question. You knew that Wolfe County ain't going to roll over.
No.
They're not going to roll over. So
no, they've been in this position many years.
Yeah, and even though, once again, they're a young team, they have been there and done that. So as we start off, Wolfe County will serve, and Ponce will go back to serve to start off set number 4. Once again, stay with us. About 15 to 20 minutes after this one will be Leslie County and Knott County Central in semifinal number 2. And that's not the way you need to do it.
No, it's not. It's sort of what you call you're breaking your own back.
Yep. And then it's like we said before, it's like missing free throws in a basketball game.
You got to get they've got to get some motivation on their side.
Land with it up, goes across to Noble, and that's going to be one way that you can do it right there as a point goes to Wolfe County as Noble scores the kill, and she'll go back to serve. One apiece. Noble with a nice serve. Adams with a handle, Fields with a cut in the deep corner for the point. My, oh, my.
They've tipped. Now Letcher County Central is going to the corners. So they're going to try to spread them back out a little bit.
And I guess you call that a different signal, a different setup. There's Noble, goes to Abigail Noble, and there's a hit off the block that time by Stevens. Fields to low, and it's going to be a free ball for Wolfe County. Ponce calls, goes across. It's real tight on the line, and I believe,
Wolfe County, number
Stevens. Was it Stevens?
She went under the net.
Yeah. So that's a point for Letcher Central. Not the opening that Wolfe County needed to get back into this match. Land goes to Noble, goes to the 3-meter hit, and that's going to be a kill by Noble. Point Wolfe County. Abigail Noble goes back to serve. And that's going to go wide. And I think some of that is to serve to pack each time, Betty Vaughn. I'm not really sure. I'd have to look at
I would say,
statistics.
Yes. They've tried to hit that, but.
Down that line, how many times now? Noble to Noble. Goes across, and that's going to go around the antenna So that's going to be a point for Letcher Central. A little bit too tight, could not do anything with it. Adams to serve. Laying up to Noble, goes across to Spencer off the block. Adams to Lucas, goes across to Pack. There's Noble to Noble. Back set, free ball. Adams with a call, goes to Pack. Free ball again. Both teams scrambling. Noble comes in to Noble with a hit from Spencer, and that's going to go long for the point. Adams to serve. Noble to Noble. Back set, and that's going to be a kill that time. Kill that time by Stevens. Point Wolfe County.
It is 6-3 in the fourth set. Letcher County Central, and Wolfe County is up to serve.
And that's more, and she's going to hit it long. She's hit that twice in a row that it's floated on her and went out. And that's going to be a timeout by Wolfe County at 7-3. Set number 4, Letcher Central up. Stay with us.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Welcome back to Powell County after the timeout by Wolfe County. Letcher Central up 7-3 in set number 4. Welcome to Mr. Ryan Farmer, Leslie County's finest, for tuning in. His team coming up to play in semifinal number 2 tonight. Thank you for everybody tuning in on Hometown 24, listening to me, but tolerating me, I guess. They like to listen to Betty Vaughn. Abigail Noble with a back set. Nice play that time by Wolfe County. That was the change-up you were talking about, Betty Vaughn, and Spencer puts that one down, and she will go back to serve. Serve goes to Adams. Lucas with a back set cross to Pack, but there's Ponce. Noble brings it back in. Free ball as Noble hits it across to Fields to Lucas. Middle set to Eldridge. Spencer's there. Noble over across the land, but it doesn't cross, and that's going to be a point for Letcher County Central. Combs in for Pack. Combs, nice serve. Noble to Noble, and it doesn't cross, and that's going to be a point. Or was it blocked?
No, it did not cross.
Okay.
It's 9-4, Letcher County Central, and Letcher County Central, Combs is up to serve.
Combs did a nice job serving. I believe. And got to play it. That's the third one. Nice job by Noble. But there was Fields. Napier hits it off of Spencer, and that's going to be a point. 10-4. I think that's that same Burger King ice or something that's got me and you, Betty Vaughn.
Yeah, and as you can tell, Letcher County is getting a little more step in their, a little height in their jump now. You can see the momentum has shifted.
And as you say that, Coach White says, I can see that too, and I'm going to call timeout at 10-4. Set number 4, stay with us.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Thank you once again for joining us here at Powell County High School, set number 4, 10-4, timeout, Wolfe County. Thank you to all of our sponsors that's made this available to the viewers of Hometown 24.
And right here, it is 10-4 in the 4th set. Letcher County Central's won 2 of the 3. So Wolfe County cannot let them stretch this lead out too much farther.
Spencer with a nice up, back set. Goes across, but there's Fields, and that goes across. Nice job of Ponce, but nobody else can get to it, so that's going to be a point for Letcher Central. Yeah, the Wolfe County cannot afford many more free points to Letcher Central as Combs with a jump serve. Ponce with a nice up. Noble goes to Noble, and that's blocked, but it's blocked by Eldridge out of bounds. Point, Wolfe County. And I believe it'll be Brombeck. Yep, Brombeck will come in for land, and she will serve.
Right now, Wolfe County has to play, but they have to play a little bit smarter. They can only score 1 point at a time. And Letcher Central just wants to play what it's been working, so. And that's it. You've got to get sets and hit the ball.
And that's into the net, and that's going to be a point for Wolfe County.
That's one of those that it just looks too easy.
Yeah.
You're flat
trying to take
it's like, I'm just going to tip that one off.
Try to ease it over.
Yeah, exactly right.
And your arm stops.
Yeah, exactly.
Brombeck with nice serve, and that's going to be a point for Wolfe County. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered for the Lady Wolves. No more of that easy stuff, she said. Serves it down the middle. There is Pack. Adams with a call. Push across, and that's going to be a 2. You can see it go backwards. And that's going to be an easy point once again for Wolfe County. So 3 easy points.
Yeah, right now Letcher County Central's got to get back to you can't let off the gas. You can't sit here and just ease up. You got to play.
Because Wolfe County's not going to quit. And Ponce overpass is off the block. It's on 2. Napier hits it to Spencer, goes to Noble over top, and there's the pancake, and that's going to be a point, Wolfe County.
It is 11-9, Letcher County Central.
Coach Van Hoos says she calls a play to Lucas, but they got to get it to her. And the service error, and that's going to be a point. Letcher Central, you could hear their crowd go,
yeah.
Thank goodness. As Eldridge will serve. Land will come in for Brumback, who did an outstanding job of serving the volleyball.
You know, that's a lot of pressure to be on the bench and come in there and serve, and you're behind.
Oh, yeah. And Eldridge will serve, jump serve, going to Noble, and it does it. And it was a pancake and saved. Lucas goes across to Napier. Ponce overpass, and it's down, but right there was Deshaun. Goes across to Napier. There's Noble to Noble, back to Noble. And that's going to be in on the line, and that's going to be point Wolfe County. 12-10, Letcher Central.
Letcher Central they still have these 2 points to play with, but you can see that
looking
Wolfe
at the
County's
scoreboard.
Wolfe County's getting a little bit of momentum, so Letcher County Central's going to have to they need to try to break this right now.
Low hits it out of bounds, and that's going to be another free point for Wolfe County. to Pack. Overpass. Spencer to Ponce, and it's going to be a free ball as Noble will hit it across. Fields in system, hits it across to Napier off the block. Hit goes wide, and it's going to be point for Letcher Central. 13-11, set 4, as Betty Vaughn said earlier. 2 sets 1, Letcher Central. Letcher Central wins this set. It's over with. Wolfe County wins this set, moves on to set number 5. Everybody's favorite in a tournament.
That's when the pressure hits.
Yeah. Yes. Goes to Noble, back set to Noble, and hits it. Comes across, Pack. Free ball as Fields will hit it across and deep to Ponce. Hits it to Noble. Noble's up over the top. Adams across to Napier, and that's going to be a block by Noble, and that's going to be a point. 12 for Wolfe County, 13 for Letcher Central, and Noble will serve. See if she goes down the line again, Betty Vaughn. Nope. No. It goes to Pack, and that's going to even it up at 13-all, and Coach Van Hoos says, give me a timeout.
Let's call timeout.
13-all, set 4. Stay with us.
She does not want to get behind.
Nope.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters. Family, friends, community. But sometimes, we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope. And Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
Welcome back to Powell County. Timeout by Letcher County Central, 13-13. Swaying back and forth. 1 gains, 1 loses, and 1 wins, and I feel the pressure, Betty Vaughn. I'm up here 150 feet away.
I was down there too long. I do not feel the pressure. I'm too far away to feel the pressure. I feel pretty comfortable just watching the game.
Well, when you look at the poor Wolfe County on the right and Letcher Central fans on the left, you can see it in their faces.
Oh, yeah.
As Noble will serve here at 13-all. Goes to Pack.
Nice up by Pack.
Fields over the top. Call. And that's a block. Nice job by Ponce. Goes through the net, and that will give Wolfe County the lead at 14-13. That's the break sometimes. Sometimes you get them, and sometimes you give them. Goes to Pack once again. Goes across. I didn't think it hit the antenna. Stevens off the block. Adams across will go to Napier, and that's down the line, and that is a point, 14-14.
You know, both these coaches have young teams, so now they really have to work to keep these young teams going.
Land to Noble, and it's going to be a free shot here. Goes back to Fields off the block, and that's going to be a point for Letcher Central, 15-14. And, you know, Pons has cleaned the floor from the net all the way back in this deciding set for Letcher Central here.
Yeah.
Long serve to Pons. Goes to Noble, and that's going to be a point for Letcher Central on the overpass. Noble couldn't do anything with it. Napier with a serve, and that's going to go long, so that was a good look by Ponce.
Yes.
16-15 Letcher Central, Abigail Noble to serve. Goes to Pack, and that's going to be a point.
Yeah, Pack is going to have to, she's got to get behind the ball. I know she has those big long arms, but when you're serving overhanded with that spin, you have to be behind the ball and knock that spin off.
Goes
just
to
like
Adams.
that. You got to get back there and kill that spin.
Goes off the block of Spencer, does low for the point. Eldridge will come in for low.
It is 17-16 Letcher County Central.
And Coach White talking to him about pressing forward with that block instead of just having your hands straight up. Punts goes to Noble. Noble goes 3-meter hit. Adams with a call goes to Pack. And she's going to hit it long, and that will be 17 all. Waited on that one just a little bit too long. And let's see what we got going on here. Moore will serve as Stevens and Ponce will go out. Moore has served long the last 2 times when she's come in, so look for her just to float it down the middle, which she does.
Boy, you're good, Manus. You're figuring this out.
I've watched a few in my day.
Yeah.
On 2, goes across, overpass. Adams is there, and we have an injury.
Eldridge has creeled an ankle.
We have an injury, and while they're looking at Eldridge, we're going to take a break.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
Okay. And as they helped Eldridge off the floor, I'm not sure, she may have stepped. Betty Bun said they.
I don't know if she stepped or just came down sideways on an ankle.
As Coach White comes over and gives them some of those explodable ice packs. And it will be a reserve. Am I not correct in saying so?
It is a reserve. See, that's why Kevin and I always push for our girls to wear the ankle braces, just for that reason, for protection, because you're right at the net and you're always stepping on ankles.
Adams to Lucas, middle to Pack. There's Noble with a back set to land off of it, and Adams with a call. Pack hits it across. Spencer back to Noble, and it's off the block. And that's going to be a point for Wolfe County, yeah. I'm sorry.
You have Emily Cottle in now for Letcher Central playing the center.
Thank you. I was getting ready to say that. And Emily, first time playing tonight, and that serve is going to go wide, and that's going to even it up once again at 18-18. Ponce back in for the Lady Wolves. Fields to serve. Goes to Ponce, to Abigail Noble. 3-meter hit. There is Napier. Lucas calls, goes to Pack, and that's going to be long. And that's going to be point. And Wolfe County with the lead, 19-18.
You know, Pack is a young player, and it's going to take her a while to learn how to turn her body and face the net, because she's hitting over her shoulder, which shortens her arm. That's why a lot of her balls will go out.
Served by Spencer, goes back to Pack, and that's going to go wide, and that is a point for Wolfe County. 2018.
It's 2018 Wolfe County, and Wolfe County serving. This is the 4th set. Letcher Central has 2, and Wolfe County has 1-1.
Spencer goes to Fields. Cross on 2, and it's out. And that's going to be a timeout for Letcher County Central, 21-18.
Taylor has seen enough. She wants to settle down.
So we'll be back in 30 seconds.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hinman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
Welcome back to Powell County as Wolfe County has went on a run and is up 21-18 in set number 4. Letcher Central has won set number 1 and set number 3. Wolfe County won set number 2.
Okay, they're putting Macy Wharf in now for Emily Cottle, number 5.
Back. Pat goes across, but Spencer has it to Naomi Noble over, and that's going to be off the block for a point. 22-18, Wolfe County. Letcher Central, we've got to find something right here to get back with the serve. And it's going to be in, so point. 23-18. I heard somebody
holler out.
I don't know if that was from the bench or from the fans.
I don't think so. I think it was from the fans.
But it was on the line according to the official. 23-18. Nobody there, and that's going to lead Wolfe County to set point. And Spencer looks to serve it out here. Fields with up, goes across to Pack, and that's going to be out. That is out, and that will end set number 4 as Wolfe County wins 25-18. And when we come back, it will be the last set, set number 5. So stay with us.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hinman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hinman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a favorite medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hinman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hinman Bypass. Call the Hinman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
Welcome back to Powell County, and what a match we got going on here. Both teams won 2 sets. Now we're going to go to set number 5, the first one to get to 15. So if you've never watched high school volleyball, when you get to set number 5, you don't go to 25, you only go to 15.
And I'm looking around, I love when I go in gyms and look at banners, and I see they have one here for Ken Jones. That's the legend Powell County coaching career, 1991 to 2022. Ken Jones was a good man. We had a lot of battles in volleyball.
He was coaching Leatherwood Elementary when I was in grade school.
Oh, really?
Yes. So, good man. He was a good man of Perry County, Powell County, and You know,
Until he
anytime
threw
you got
out
anytime you get a banner up there, that tells you right away what kind of person he was. And Lucas will start off set number 5, and who can get off to a good start? Goes to Ponce, goes to Noble, back set, and there is Adams. Low, nice job, overpass, and that's going to be down the line by Fields, and that's going to be a point.
Fields has hit that shot right there quite a few times, just going to the corners.
Not hitting it hard, but hitting it with good placement.
Yes, just getting it deep and in a corner somewhere.
1-0, Lucas to serve again, goes to Land, goes across to Noble, off the block and in, and Noble will score the first point for the Lady Wolves. And you were talking about endurance right here in this set for 5. It's who's got it left in them.
Exactly.
Ponce to serve. Serve down to Pack. Goes to Lucas in the middle for low, and it's going to go long. Point, Wolfe County.
That set was just a little low. Low's going for it. It was just a little low, and she got there early and just could not follow through.
Ponce to serve. Nice overpass to Noble, and that's going to be a kill. Point, Wolfe County. 3-1. You cannot let anybody get out in this 15-point set number 5.
It's 3-1 right now. Letcher County Central needs to stop this, and they need to get the ball back right here.
Got a side out right here. Goes to Adams. Lucas goes back to Napier, but there's Ponce. Goes across to Noble. Overpass, and there's Spencer. Noble with the back set to Noble off of the block, and that's going to be a point for Wolfe County.
I'll tell you, Napier has done a good job the last 3 or 4 games hitting on the left side and the right side for Letcher County Central. And it is 4-1 Wolfe County. Like I said, Letcher County Central, they need to work the ball.
Goes to Adams. Goes across, but that's a block. Oh, on 2. Goes back to Noble, and that's off of Adams.
Nice play by Amelia.
Free ball for Wolfe County. Back set with a shift, and over the top, nobody there, and that's going to be a point for Wolfe County.
Letcher County Central is going to call a timeout.
And we're going to just keep it here, Betty Vaughn, on the important set number 5. 5-1. Wolfe County, and they've gotten off to the start that you want in set number 5. And some people playing out of position for Letcher Central, and Wolfe County is taking advantage of it.
They are, and like I said, right now Letcher Central they're overpassing, so they're behind. You can see the nerves. They're clamming up a little bit right now. They need to play. I mean, you can't. This is not the time to freeze up. You've been here. You've got to play through. If they could get one good hit will settle them back down, get them into a rotation.
And timeout after the timeout by Coach Van
Let's
Hoots.
see if this helps Letcher County Central.
See if they can settle down. And Adams gets it to Lucas, goes back. Free ball for Wolfe County. Goes right back to Noble, over the top, nobody there, and that's going to be another point for Wolfe County. And you've seen that the Noble girls have taken over here in set number 5.
Yes, Letcher County Central cannot free ball. They have to hit the ball with.
And that's going to be another free point for Wolfe County. 7-1. Fields up on the 2, nothing there. Back set to Noble and off the block, and that's going to be another point for Wolfe County. The Noble girls keep feeding each other for the points here. Letcher Central not able to get an in-system play.
No, it is 8-1. Nice up by Pack.
No, and it's going to be a free ball,
Yeah.
and it's not going over, and that's going to be a point for Wolfe County. 9-1. Almost to the point of no return here for Letcher Central.
Yep, it's 9-1 Wolf.
Pack
Nice up by
to
Pack.
To low, and there's Ponce. Goes across, and that's going to be a hit by Stevens into the net. And I didn't laugh about that. I was laughing at the reaction of Coach White. So he just wanting them to put the play over.
Yeah, that's what you do. I mean, a smart coach and a smart team, when you have the other team on the line, you just.
And that's a left-hand hit by Noble down the line for a point.
It is 10-2 Wolfe County in the 5th set. Letcher Central just needs to settle down, get a pass. That's a nice up. They should be able to get a hit. Nice shot by Pack.
Land was right there. A joust, and there's Ponce. Push by Noble. Free ball for Wolfe County. Ponce to Noble. Goes across. There's Adams. Lucas across to Pack and down the line, and that's going to be a point.
That is Pack's shot right there, that line.
And Wolfe will come in for Adams.
It is 10-3 Wolfe County. And Lowe is serving for Letcher County Central in the 5th set.
Cannot have any aces, can Letcher Central. I mean, any errors, not
Right.
aces. Ponce, nice job to Noble. And that's going to be long, and that's going to be a point by the skinny of your tinny, titty, just out.
But Letcher County Central at this point will take
Got
anything.
Got life.
Exactly.
Land to Noble, goes back to Noble, and there is
Nice up by
Lucas.
Amelia.
Goes to Pack in the middle, and that is going to be long, and that's going to be a point for Wolfe County. Abigail Noble to serve. Adams back in for Lowe.
It's 11-4 Wolfe County.
Adams to Wharf, cut shot down, but there's Ponce. Noble goes back to Noble, and it's going to go out, and that's going to be a point for Wolfe County, 12-4. Letcher Central must side out.
Yeah, see, that's what's hurting right now. They can't get a tip on that ball from Noble.
Nope. Lucas goes to Fields. There goes back to Noble. Noble for the 3-meter hit off the block, but it's in for the point. 13-4, Wolfe County. Noble serve.
Knocks up by Maddie.
Wharf with a hit deep, but Noble hits it over with a fist. Goes across. Wharf with a hit again. There's Ponce to Noble. Noble with a hit. There is Adams with a call. Goes back, but it's a free ball for Wolfe County. And that's going to be a score. And that will lead to match point for Wolfe County. 14-4.
Well, right here, Letcher County Central is playing. Right now, they're playing for pride.
Yep.
So they have to play. They keep their head up and play hard, finish the game out. Nice hustle. That's what you'd like to see.
Free ball. Ponce goes to Noble. Comes in, and that's going to be to Adams. Across to Wharf, and that's going to be in the net. And Wolfe County will win set number 5, 15-4, and they will advance to Wednesday night final against the winner of Leslie County and Knott County Central. So when we come back in a bit, we'll name the Alice Lloyd College Player of the Game.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hinman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hinman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hinman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
See a penny? Pick it up and head to Appalachian Wireless and buy a new iPhone 13. One little old penny for an iPhone 13. Choose a 2-year contract or on the Mix and Match or Unlimited plan. Staying connected never goes out of style, and we make it easy with a new iPhone 13 for just a penny. Terms and conditions do apply. Visit AppalachianWireless.com for details. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Hi, I'm attorney David Jones. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just want to watch the game.
That turn on the ceiling fan, use the gray remote, hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
This is Betty Cottle. I'm here with the player of the game, and it's Miss Naomi Noble. I want to tell you congratulations. Good job.
Thank you so much.
And I want to say I'm glad to see you back from your injury. I thought that may be a season injury, but being a teenager and your all's bodies are in pretty good shape, so y'all can come back a lot faster than people my age, which is not very old, okay? But I just want to tell you congratulations. Great season. I've seen Ben down there working pretty hard. He's been there a long time. I told him he's been there. He understands when he has to cheerlead, when he has to coach, and when he's got to be with you guys and just be part of you. I'm going to leave it to you. I'm going to open it up and say, is there anything you'd like to say, anybody you want to thank or praise or for your season?
I just want to thank my coach, Ben, because he's pushed us so hard this season, and without him, we wouldn't really be a team. He's been here for so long, and he's pushed me and my sister and all of our teammates so hard, past our breaking point, actually, that just pushes us to be better players. And I want to thank my mom and dad for always pushing me to be a good player and pushing me to keep going, even on the days that I don't want to keep going, and just always being in the gym, always being in the warehouse, working out, eating, fueling my body. And I want to thank my teammates for stepping up this season. They've never played varsity. It's only been me and my sister ever since the seniors that graduated last year. I want to thank Grace Ponce especially, because she stepped up into that libero role like it was no other. She's never played libero in her life, and she just took it like a champ.
Well, that's great. And we could tell, like, both, actually, Wolfe County is very young. Letcher County Central is very young. Knott County loses these 4, but they're coming back. They're pretty young. So and I'm not sure about the other teams, but I know this region's going to be strong for the next couple of years. You have 7 new coaches in the region, so they're learning how everything's working. But I just wanted to personally say congratulations. I wish you all luck tomorrow night, and you'll be facing one of these teams. I'm sure you guys will stick around and see what's going on. I know everybody has film on everybody, but it's at the end of the season. Everybody's tweaking stuff up to make it the best they can be. But like I said, I want to tell you congratulations. I'm glad to see you back on the floor.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's an honor being here. Thank you.
You're welcome.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hinman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hinman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hinman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a favorite medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hinman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hinman Bypass. Call the Hinman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hinman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hinman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hinman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
See a penny? Pick it up and head to Appalachian Wireless and buy a new iPhone 13. One little old penny for an iPhone 13. Choose a 2-year contract or on the Mix and Match or Unlimited plan. Staying connected never goes out of style, and we make it easy with a new iPhone 13 for just a penny. Terms and conditions do apply. Visit AppalachianWireless.com for details. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Hi, I'm attorney David Jones. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just want to watch the game.
That turn on the ceiling fan, use the gray remote, hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
Okay, I want to welcome everybody back to Powell County High School at the semifinals for the 14th Region Volleyball Tournament. I have Taylor Van, who's here. She's the new first-year coach at Letcher County Central. Taylor, I just want to tell you, I know that you feel disappointed that you lost, but you have to remember you have a young, brand-new team. You're a new coach. You came in there, and I just thought you came in with your feet on the floor ready to go with them, and I just want to tell you that I think you've done a wonderful job this year.
Thank you.
I like the way, I like the discipline, I like the respect of the team. I love how they're a team. You don't see anybody arguing and trying to tell somebody what to do. And, I've been there for many years, and that's one thing that I could not handle, and I was so proud to see somebody step in there that takes that and runs with it. That's what, to me, because I tell people, they look at the name on your chest. So these kids are representing Letcher County Central, Letcher County, and they're representing you. But I wanted to tell you, I think you've done a great job, Popper. I'm very proud of you. You're a 7th grader. Look, you stepped in there and you played your heart out every hit, every ball. Not one, you didn't take a ball off.
Thank you.
So, Taylor, is there anything you'd like to say specific or about anybody you want to thank? Or
Honestly, I just want to thank everybody. I really truly believe God works in His own way, and I never in a million years thought that I would end up at Letcher Central at all. And it's just how everything worked out, and just how this place feels like home for me. I've been welcomed with open arms since the very beginning. I have people, here, and I love every single one of my players. This is truly the first time that I've ever been in October, and I'm not saying, God, I can't wait for this season to be over. I'm truly so sad that, that Hannah went down. We had that.
Right.
We for sure had it, and it's devastating because, Hannah is one of our best players, and it's hard when a player goes down like that, and it's hard to kind of get the momentum back in those moments, but all the parents have just been great. All the players, JV and varsity has just been amazing, and they've just taken me in, they've taken care of me, and I've tried to teach them far beyond volleyball, and it's just been awesome up here, honestly.
And I want I don't think people realize that you didn't just step into a volleyball program. You stepped into the volleyball program. And these kids and the county and the school, I'm sure when you walked in, they expected you to do stuff. And you've, like I said, you've done a great job. I can see, I've watched you throughout the year, and I've seen these kids grow. I like that toward about mid-season you started switching your team up, and you actually made your team stronger.
Yes. Honestly, I did step into the program, and I wish that I would have came after you left. I would have really been the powerhouse then, but I stepped into the broken program, really having to mend these girls' confidence back, make them believe in themselves, and just build the team back. That's been the thing, and having to kind of teach things that they should know, and just stuff like that. So it's the program. We always compare and look at the banners on the wall that's the standard, but within the past few years, it's been a broken program, and so having to rebuild to what the standard needs to be, it's definitely not a one-year thing. And so I was hoping that we could do it, but I'm hoping that next year, the stars align and everything works out.
I know that people sitting in the stands and watching on TV have seen a big improvement. They see this program getting back to what it was. And you're right. These parents and the faculty will always be behind you because they see that you're here for the kids.
Yes.
And that's a big thing. Taylor, I've been very pleased with what you've done. I have had nothing to do with the program. When I retired, I completely retired. But I'm glad to see that you're there. You're young. I think you'll be there for a while.
Yes.
And like I said, the kids, the athletes, they bought your program. That's what it is.
Yes.
You came in with a program, they bought it, and now all you can do is just get better. And you're right. It's going to take you as a new coach. It takes you a year or two, but you're exactly right. I think you've got the willpower and you're young enough to do it. You'll always be one of those competitive teams in this region.
Yeah, I think Ben told my fiance that now I'm the one that he's got to worry about.
Right.
So I'm the one coaching the region that he's got to worry about, and he's right. Ben's like my uncle though, so it's he did nothing, but he said that no matter what this game, we got to do this,
Right.
And he gave me a hug after the game. He said that he was so proud of me.
Well, good.
So it's all love between me and Ben. So.
Well, good. But I want to say congratulations, and I'm going to speak to Piper and Amelia.
Thank you.
Say good luck in the future.
Amen.
Okay, Piper.
Yeah.
You're a 7th grader.
Yeah.
But you don't play like a 7th grader, and that's a good thing. Look, you stepped in there. I've always said a libro's job is, my libros always said you can't make a bad pass. And like I said, you've got that energy of you just never run down. You're constantly, I've seen you run all the way to the bleachers on the left side and hit a ball, and by the time they brought it back over on the right, you were over here to hit that ball. But I'm very proud of you. I want to tell you that. I think you've done a great job. I like that you're only a 7th grader, but you speak on the floor, and I never see you ever say a negative to your teammates. You're always trying to pump them up. I think that's a great thing. You know, people doesn't realize how important that is as a player to have your teammates has that faith in you.
Yeah, that's a really big thing to me. Like, I love when my teammates are cheering and give me encouragement, and it just brings me up so much. So I know it's important that I do it back to them.
Exactly. Okay, Poppy, you have anybody you want to thank or anything you want to say?
I would definitely love to thank my coaching staff and my father. He's the one that really pushes me to be who I am, to bring the energy, to train in the off season, just to be who I am.
Well, good. I'm proud of you guys. You guys have a bright future. I was just telling her you guys are young. So, you know, you have a couple years. I know you're losing 2 great seniors.
Yeah.
I understand that. But you guys are coming back. I think Taylor's growing. This is her first year at Letcher County Central coaching, so that will only get better. And she'll learn the programs and all that. So thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, Amelia, are you ready?
Yes.
Miss Amelia is one of those seniors, and she has a running buddy. Madison Napier is the other one. Amelia, I think I met you probably in your 7th or 8th grade year, I believe.
Yes, I remember you used to come help us practice.
Yes.
To prepare for the county tournament.
Yes. And then she came to me her 8th grade year and played high school volleyball for me. Very proud of you, Madison. I think I had several of your teammates up there. Amelia, I can just see, I've just seen you grow over the years. You've got stronger. You have much more faith in yourself. Now you're not sitting back there making a mistake, worrying about that when that one's passed and you're going on to the next one. That's a big growth for a young lady to make. I know that's hard. I've been there. I've coached that. But I'm real proud of you. I want to tell you congratulations for making the all-tournament team.
Thank you.
I've just, like I said, we were talking the other night, me and Manus, about when you guys were playing Knott County, and we were talking about that was 2 great setters competing against each other. You can tell that you and Ellie both, you can be looking left and back set right, and you're hitting your players right on spot. You guys understand what it takes to win. You guys were getting the ball to those people that was having the good game that night. That's a great leadership in a setter.
Thank you. I feel like that's where I've improved the most, probably.
Yes. And you're right. You had young teammates, but you and Madison stayed right in there, and you played. Very proud of you guys. Is there anybody you want to thank? There's anything you want to say?
I want to thank Taylor for making this the best last year I could have ever had, because it was just amazing getting to play with everybody. And I like to thank my mom, because she's been teaching me volleyball since I was 2.
True.
So it's kind of a family. It runs in the family, so.
Yes, your mom was a great player.
She definitely played a very big part in my volleyball career.
Yes, I will have to say I know your mom, and she was a great volleyball player in her time.
Yes.
But like I said, I just want to congratulate you guys. I thought as a team you done a great job. You had a good season. I know you like to go on, but, you know, somebody has to win, somebody has to lose. But you guys can keep your head up. It's a new team, new coach, and you made it to the semifinals of the tournament, and I'm sure that your future is going to be bright in college. So good luck and congratulations.
Thank you.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hinman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hinman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hinman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hinman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hinman Bypass. Call the Hinman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best. Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hinman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hinman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hinman. Log on to www.bankofhinman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
See a penny? Pick it up and head to Appalachian Wireless and buy a new iPhone 13. One little old penny for an iPhone 13. Choose a 2-year contract or on the Mix and Match or Unlimited plan. Staying connected never goes out of style, and we make it easy with a new iPhone 13 for just a penny. Terms and conditions do apply. Visit AppalachianWireless.com for details. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head to head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just want to watch the game.
That turned on the ceiling fan. Use the gray remote. Hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Welcome to Hometown 24, as we will bring you the second semifinal, and the winner of this will face the Wolfe County Lady Wolves at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. We have the Leslie County Lady Eagles facing the Knott County Central Patriots. Knott County Central 28-9 on the season, 22-0 in the region. We have Leslie County, who is 18-14, 10-6 in the region, champions of the 54th district. Of course, Knott County Central, the champions of the 53rd district. These teams have faced each other twice, one time in the All-A and one time at Knott County Central. Both times, Knott Central coming out on top 3-0. So, Betty Vaughn, we've got about a minute and something here, and what are you looking for here in this second semifinal?
Well, it should be a pretty good game. This is the thing. Knott County has the bullseye on them, so they have to, Coach Cornett has to make sure that her girls do not overlook any game. Leslie County's coming in here, and they don't really have a lot of pressure. Their job is just to try to knock the number one seed off.
Yep. And, and you're right. They have no pressure whatsoever. Right. And, the thing about it is when you look at Leslie County and you're looking at their players, you have Royce Osborne, who is their leading killer at 206 kills. You have Sarah Osborne, who is one of the setters at 235 assists. You have Kaylee Lewis at 275 assists. Their leading server is Royce Osborne, 97 aces. And you can tell Royce Osborne, as I tell these stats, is a outstanding all-around player. She leads the team also in digs with 374. And we just heard the announcement for Coach Brian Hubbard, who was named KVCA Coach of the Year at Leslie County for the 14th region. They will be announcing the players like they did in the first semifinal. When you look at these teams, of course, Leslie County defeated Estill County in the first round. Knott County Central, they defeated, and I lost track just a second, Knott County Central defeated Breathitt County. That's that part-timers coming in here now again. But nice that they get to announce all the players. And once again, thanks to Powell County High School for hosting the 14th Region Tournament. And I think we've got the same 4 officials that we had for semifinal 1 as I look down here, and I think they do.
Yeah.
Of course, Coach Cornett interviewed her Friday night along with Ellie Miller and Faith Pollard. Coach Cornett's done an outstanding job, just like Coach Hubbard has for Leslie County.
Yes, that's what I like. These young coaches are coming in with a lot of energy, and they can put a lot of time into this to get these programs, to get this volleyball program lifted to another level.
And I don't know if we can have a more exciting match than we did for semifinal number 1. And you hate it. You hate it for the seniors who lose. You hate it for any of the players that their main goal was to get to their first round state tournament game. Right. And so we're about ready to get going here. And looks like that the up official will be Mr. Michael Melton. As he says, let's play volleyball. And, of course, we mentioned statistics for Leslie County. Knott County Central, Faith Pollard with 427 kills, 75 blocks. Assists by the Miller girls. Ellie Miller has 570. Zoe Miller has 459. And, of course, that Stidham girl that all the digs has 301. And Zoe Miller leads in service aces with 79. And Miss Bentley has 75. And we always compliment her on her serve. So,
that's a pretty good all-around team effort. Everybody has something to do with it, yes.
Yeah, and I think that, and if Taylor Baker was probably healthy throughout the whole year, she would have been right in there as well. And Leslie County will serve, and that will be Miss Autumn Roberts to start off. Goes to Stidham to Miller, goes across to Miller off the block. Osborne cannot control it, and it will be point, Knott County Central. Bentley to serve for Knott County Central. Short serve, and it's going to be point, Leslie County. And Kaylee Lewis will go back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Serve to Bentley, to Miller, goes across to Pollard, off the block of Combs. Osborne with it up to Lewis. Osborne over top, but there's Miller on 2. Pollard to Roberts. Combs and Osborne across to Bentley. Miller to Pollard, and it's off of Roberts, and that will be a point for Knott County Central. Baker to go back to serve. Roberts to Lewis, to Combs, and in the middle of the net, and it'll be point, Knott County Central. Baker serves to to Osborne. Goes back to Royce Osborne. Free ball for Knott County Central. Miller goes to Pollard, and that's going to be point, Knott County Central. See the matchup so far, Betty Vaughn, between Pollard and Combs up front. May have to bring Osborne across to help. Osborne to Lewis. Pushes it across.
It's hard to single block Pollard.
And someone was in the net.
It was Pollard, just with the follow through.
So that's going to be a point for Leslie County, and Osborne will go back to serve. And as I mentioned, has 97 aces on the season. Pollard not able to control Bentley, and it's going to hit the wall, and that's going to be a point for Leslie County. Stidham to Miller to Waddell with the left hand, and that's going to go off of Johnson for the point for Knott County Central.
See, that was almost a perfect pass from Stidham. Ellie didn't even really move. It just came straight to her. That's what happens. When you get a good pass and you get a set, that means you're going to get a good hit, or you should get a good hit.
Combs with a push over to Bentley. Bentley goes to Pollard behind her. Combs with a block. We're going to have a joust, and Combs wins. Johnson hits it. Good call by Stidham. Waddell with a hit goes right down the line. Lewis was there. And Johnson mishits it, and it's going to be point, Knott County Central. Makes it real easy if that first pass is right to you.
Exactly.
Makes it easier.
It does.
I'll put it. Roberts unable to control the serve, and it's point Knott County Central.
It's 7-3 Knott County Central. This is the first set.
Miller, and it's going to be in. Ace. And as I said, Miller has 79 aces, and that's with two stats out on the KHSAA website, so she probably has more than that. Roberts with a nice up, goes to Lewis to Johnson over top of the double block. Stidham to Miller to Bailey. There's Roberts, goes across. Johnson with a two-hand push to Bentley. Miller to Faith Pollard. Goes to Waddell, and Osborne cannot control it. And that's going to be a point for Knott County Central.
Right now, these two teams are handling the serves. They're both teams are getting pretty good passes to their setters.
Roberts goes across to Combs, and she cannot get it across, and that's a point for Knott County Central. And Coach Hubbard says, give me a timeout. 10-3, set number one. Stay with us here on Hometown 24.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Powell County High School as Coach Hubbard has called a timeout, and he's doing a Hal Mummy down there, drawing up a play on the scoreboard, on his little volleyball court. So we'll see how it goes, and he gets up and tells Johnson it's okay. 10-3 is Miller will serve. Roberts with a nice up, goes across, and no, it doesn't go for Lewis as she tried to 2 it over. Point not
You know, you do
Central.
that, but you have to do that when you're standing right there at the net. Whenever you can get you're in the tournament, whenever you can get a set, you need to get a set.
Yeah. Especially early. Get everybody rocking.
Exactly.
Nice. And you talk about a set, and there it was. She did a nice job of setting up Johnson. Johnson with a kill through the block, and that's a point for Leslie County as Combs will come out and Begley will come in to serve. Serves to Bentley. Miller with a back set to Pollard. She throws it across, and it will score off of Osborne, and that's a point, Knox County Central.
That was a great job by Pollard to go up and swap that ball.
Just a lot of athleticism. And she will go out, and Sluss will serve for Knox County Central. Mishandled, but Johnson's able to get it back, and that's going to be a point for Knox County Central.
Right now, Leslie needs to settle down. Their nerves has overtaken their bodies right now. It's 13-4.
Got to get kind of settled down here a little bit. Osborne with up to Lewis. Lewis tries to go across, but Waddell gets it. Miller with a back row shot by Bailey. Osborne to Lewis, back to Osborne, pushed down the corner, and there was Sluss to get it. Waddell is up, and that will be scored by Waddell, and that'll be 14-4.
Oh, Ava Waddell is coming into her own right now. Just, I mean, that ball was straight down. Yes.
You can see her with her confidence.
Yes,
and
the more
everything.
she hits, the more confidence and the higher she gets.
Lewis with a bump set all the way across, and it hits to Miller. Stidham with a back set to Waddell, and it will go wide.
That was a nice set by Stidham.
Yeah, especially on the back set. In a good position
Yeah.
as Sizemore will come in for Lewis as Osborne, and that is Sarah Osborne will serve. Goes to Sluss, to Miller with a bump set. Bentley with a cut to Osborne. Push that time by Osborne. We got a lot of Osbornes. And that's going to be a point for Leslie County. I might need to say their first name since there's three of them in there. Of course, I love the Osborne family over there. Nice serve, Sluss. To Miller, to Bailey in the middle, off the block that time of Lauren Osborne. And that will be a point as Baker will come in for Sluss. 15-6. Knox County Central with Stidham to serve. Stidham to Osborne. Osborne across, and that's going to be hit long by Sizemore. 16-6. Knox County Central. Osborne to Osborne, back for the 3-meter hit, and that's a nice shot that time by Royce Osborne. Point Leslie County, and that will send Johnson back to serve. Johnson to Stidham. Miller short to Bentley, off of Roberts for the point for Knox County Central. Miller will come in for Bailey, and she'll go back to serve. Thoughts and prayers out to Tiara Bailey, who is the younger sister of Samara Bailey. Osborne back to Royce. Osborne off the block, and Bentley will knock it out of bounds, and that will be a point for Leslie County. And Combs will come out, and Combs will not come out, or Combs came in, I'm sorry.
Right.
And Roberts will go back to serve. I thought they was doing a little do-si-do there. Miller to Miller, back to Miller. And that's going to be blocked by Combs, and it's going to be out of bounds. And that will be point, Knott County Central. Bentley to serve, goes short. If Johnson's there, Roberts back, free ball from Osborne. Bentley to Miller to Faith Pollard, and that is going to be out. Once again, the winner of this match will face Wolfe County at 7 o'clock Wednesday right here. The winner of that will then face the winner of the 16th region on November the 4th. Lewis with the serve, and that's going to be out. So that's a point for Knott County Central.
Yes, it's 19-9 first set.
And that one's out. So
they just returned the favor.
19-10 as Royce Osborne will serve.
I can see that Bryan, Leslie County, they've switched their lineup up a little bit. Everybody throughout the season works on these lineups, and by the end, you've got to get down to your best sets.
Waddell off of Combs' block. Lewis across, and she's going to be called for 2 hits. And illegal contact as Miller will go out. Bailey will come in, and Zoe Miller will serve. Nice serve, nicely handled by Johnson. Goes across to Combs with a push to Bentley. Miller goes in the middle for Faith Pollard, and it's hit out wide. Point Leslie County.
Pollard's getting to the net a little too quick. That's why she's having to turn. She's turning backwards away from the net to try to get to the ball. So she needs to stay back a little bit longer and then step forward.
And we have Begley who came in for Combs, and she will serve. The down referee is at the scores table, and I cannot see the scores table to see.
I'm guessing they're checking maybe the rotation. He must have a different one than what they have. Yep, they're checking the rotations
So
out.
you have both scorers checking it out. I guess we have an official scorer, and then we have a score from both schools. So I would think it is Leslie County since they made the substitution just now. And we're ready to go.
Whatever it was, they have it straightened out.
And Begley will serve for Leslie County. Nice serve to Bentley. Miller goes across to Bailey, and it's going to be long. And that will be a point for Leslie County. Got you a fan there, Big John.
He may want to be on the radio here.
It probably does. We'll put him right on there. Bailey hits it across. Royce Osborne hits it to Lewis to Johnson, and that's going to be a illegal contact.
Right.
So we have Sluss coming in for Pollard. We have Roberts coming in for Begley for Leslie County, and Sluss will go back to serve.
And it's 21-12 Knott County Central in the first set.
Roberts nice up, goes to Lewis, and it's going to be a push shot, and it goes back to Waddell. A nice block, but it goes out of bounds.
Leslie's doing much better on the net. It's just their hands were facing outward. They're doing a good job. They're getting tips on the ball.
Yep.
Yes, they're just, instead of when the ball makes contact, they're not going forward. They're just standing straight up and just throwing the ball out of bounds.
Nice job that time by Napier. Miller goes to Bentley in the middle, and that's going to be out, and that's going to be point Leslie County. As Napier will go out, and in will come Sarah Osborne, and she will go back to serve. Lewis is out and replaced by Sizemore. Stidham to Miller, goes to Bailey in the middle, and it's blocked that time by Lauren Osborne. Leslie County trying to come on a late rally here at 22-14. Stidham, and it goes across to Bentley, and it doesn't cross, and that'll be point Leslie County.
It's 22-15 Knott County Central.
Goes to Stidham, to Miller, goes back set to Waddell, and it was
Waddell
5.
must have touched the net on the way down.
Must have been 5, or I did not see the 1, so I didn't know. Overpass, and that's going to be a point for Leslie County. And that makes it 22-17. Coach Cornett says, let's go in system.
Yeah, I'm sure she sat and watched the first match.
Short serve. Nice hustle, but it's going to be a point for Leslie County. And Faith Pollard comes up, and Sluss will go out, 22-18. And the Leslie County cheering section, led by Ken Griffey Jr. down here, is getting after it.
They are.
There goes Stidham. Nice pass goes out to Bentley, and not able to handle it that time was Sizemore. So it ends the run for Leslie County, 23-18, as Baker will come in and Waddell will go out. Stidham to serve. Osborne to Osborne, 3-meter hit, and it goes into the net, and that will lead to set point for Knott County Central. Short serve, and that's going to be it. Yes. That will be the end of set number 1, 25-18 Knott County Central. And we'll move on to set number 2 here at Powell County. So stay with us here on Hometown 24.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hinman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hinman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hinman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hinman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hinman Bypass. Call the Hinman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
Welcome back to Powell County. Set 1 goes to Knott County Central, 25-18. Thank you, Tim Cornett, for tuning in. Harold Kraft, Anthony Lewis, and all the regular watchers of Hometown 24 Manus Blair and Betty Von Cottle with Jeremy Woolham and Josh Cornett on controls. Set one goes to Knott County Central. Leslie County, what can they do to get?
Well,
they had a run there.
They did. They just had a few mislicked balls, and in volleyball, it's all about momentum. Momentum in volleyball is the whole. That is it. You've got to keep the momentum on your side. Brown's in there working hard. He's trying to get these girls psyched up and fired up and ready to go. So.
Well, he's got me fired up one or two times. But, the fans, student section here, it's nice to see the student section here.
I totally agree.
And I'm sure the girls of Leslie County are tickled to death to look back and see their classmates cheering for them. And
that's what I said. When you go down in the state, around here, that's not a big thing. But now when you go down in the state, they have huge
private schools, man, and they have chants and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
And every school has a bleacher full.
Yeah.
Okay, we're starting the second game. Knott County Central serves.
Royce Osborne to Bentley to Miller, goes in the middle to Pollard over the top. Roberts tries to get the pancake camp.
Yes. Nice roll by Pollard.
And, she varies it up well. Bentley with a serve to Royce Osborne. It goes across back to her with a push off the block, and that will be a point for Leslie County.
You can tell that Royce Osborne is a very, very good athlete.
Very good. And just like I said, when you look at the categories all the way across, she's a good rotational player. She never comes off the floor for Coach Hubbard. Roberts with the serve goes down the middle to Stidham. The Miller goes all the way across to mine. It's an overpass. Nice try, but cannot control it. Point, Knott County Central. I'm sure all my buddies over in Leslie County, Dana and Doug Coots, Larry Sparks, all this group is tuning in tonight. Went across. Just had a little bit of too much left hand on it for Sarah Osborne, and it goes out of bounds as Baker will serve. Roberts with a nice up. Osborne back to Combs, and a little bit of miscommunication between the Miller girls. Waddell, nice job by Johnson and Osborne. Miller with a kill, and that's a point for Knott County Central. Nice scrambling, though, by Leslie County.
Yes, knowing Brian, I don't think this bunch will give up.
No, and you know what? They were really scrappy in the games that we have watched them this year.
I totally agree.
Osborne, and I don't mean that in a bad way by meaning scrappy. That means that's all-out hustle, 110%.
Well, I was looking at their roster. If I counted correct, I only see 5 seniors, so
yeah.
I'm not sure how many of those 5 seniors, are starting, but I'm sure they all have a part in this. But, still, you figure that's a pretty young team because he looks like he has 25 players on his team.
A lot of enthusiasm as Waddell puts that one down. Nice set that time. Point, Knott County Central, 5-2. As Bailey will come in for Miller. Zoe Miller will serve. Roberts to Lewis, tries to go over across Pollard, and it's going to be an inadvertent whistle.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a reserve. As official Melton says, my bad, let's try it again. Of course, I coached him in Little League Baseball a long time ago. Time ago. Combs with a nice hit. Was there a touch? And there was not a touch, so that's going to be point, Knott County Central. Of course, official Melton is the superintendent at Lewis County Schools. Lewis goes back to Osborne. Nice hit that time by Royce Osborne, and she will go back to serve as the point will go to Leslie County. And crowds play a part in high school volleyball now. Osborne hits it in the net. A long time ago, when you served, you were not allowed to say anything.
No.
A long time back. Of course, that's showing my age once again, Betty.
But when you went down in the state,
yeah,
that did not apply.
Especially if they were behind you and you were
Exactly.
serving. Sluss to serve. Osborne with a nice up to Lewis, goes over to Combs. Combs slots it with a diagonal, but there's Miller. Stidham with the call, goes to Waddell, doesn't cross, and that's going to be a point for Leslie County. In comes Lauren Osborne, and Combs will go out, and Begley will go back to serve for Leslie County. Nice serve. Stidham with the up to Miller, back set to Waddell, and it will go wide, and she did not get over it. Begley to serve once again. Bentley to Miller, goes back to Bentley, and it hits it in the net. That's going to be another point as they Leslie County Lady Eagles draw within
one.
Yep.
It is Knott County 7 and Leslie County 6.
Can you tell Betty Bunn's a math teacher? Oh, and that's going to be a touch by Bentley, and that's going to tie the score at 7-7 for Leslie County. And Coach Cornett has called a timeout, and we will be back in 30 seconds.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hinman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
Welcome back to Powell County High School, Hometown 24, bringing you the second semifinal. Letcher Central and Wolfe played the first. Wolfe County came on top 3-2. Leslie County has come back and tied it up. Coach Cornett calls a timeout to kind of stem the tide of momentum as Begley will continue to serve for Leslie County. Free ball for Leslie County. Lewis will go back to Johnson, and it's going to go long. Point to Knott County Central as Baker will come in. And
Johnson's just not swinging all the way through. And I think a lot of that, she's looking and she sees 4 hands up there, so she's trying to adjust her shot. And
in mid-flight.
Yeah, and it's going out.
And she is athletic enough to do whatever. And that's a nice cut, but it's going to go wide by Johnson. So, point Knott County Central.
Yes, Johnson is you can look out here. You have a lot of athletes on both of these teams.
And Johnson just a sophomore. Lewis once again tries to 2 it across, but not there. Baker, and that's a nice block by Lauren Osborne. Point Leslie County. They have a nice group of people with size and athletic ability on this Leslie County team. And he plays a lot of people.
Yes, he does.
He's already played 10 people in this match.
But that's keeping fresh legs on the floor. And if you get somebody hurt, you have people that's been in the game. So.
Right. And that's off the block, and Johnson hits it down the line, and that's going to be a point, tying it up at 9 apiece. Sarah Osborne will continue to serve. Pollard to Miller, and it's going to be a free ball. And there's Osborne to Johnson over the top. Miller called by Stidham. Cut shot by Baker to Roberts. To Osborne across to Johnson. Push off the block. And it won't cross. It got up there and just held by Sizemore. But a point, Knott County Central. Miller will go back to serve as Bailey comes out. Osborne to Osborne, back to Johnson. And there's Stidham to save. And that's going to be a illegal contact. Point Leslie County.
Yeah, second set, and it is 10-10, and Leslie County is serving.
Miller to Miller, goes back to Miller, and off the block of.
No, they're saying nobody. It hit the top of the net.
Did it hit the top of the net?
It did hit the top of the net, but they're also.
And the official says there was no touch. Betty Vaughn was right on it. I was not. I thought that Lauren Osborne had touched it, but evidently I was wrong. Miller goes across to Zoe Miller, and Roberts is there. Osborne to Royce Osborne, and it'll be a free ball. Stidham to Miller, goes in the middle to Bentley off the block that time of Osborne, and it will be point Knott County Central. (11-11) as Bentley will serve. And that was a good look by Royce Osborne as it flew out on the side.
That ball, as it was served, it just kept getting air under it.
And we don't have the Big A fans going on up here, so can't blame it on them. Roberts shorts to Miller to Pollard. There's Osborne. Combs across, and she's going to be called for illegal contact. Got to set that one on 2.
You do. Right now you have both teams has good hitters in the front. You need to use those hitters.
Use all 3 hits.
Yes.
Roberts, unable. Johnson's there, and it comes across. Baker wisely hit it. And there is Pollard for the kill. Puts Knott Central up 13-12.
See, that's what you like about Pollard is she can quieten the crowd.
Very much so.
Yes.
And there's an indention in the floor after she hit that. Royce Osborne, nice. Smart play that time. Baker Miller hits it cross slide by Johnson. There is Royce Osborne down to Baker to Miller, goes across to Waddell, and there's a touch, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central.
I see that Knott County has worked on playing these lines. So far they're doing a really good job of playing the lines and the corners of the strong side.
Osborne to Royce. Osborne. There's Miller to Miller, goes all the way across to Waddell off the block, and there is going to be a net call.
Waddell.
And Waddell is the one on the hit. Baker will
I think
go
it's
out.
her follow through. Her follow through. Her hands. Yes, her hands. Is it?
Oh, by the way, I forgot. You all can't see that. I took my hand and went down the net. Stidham Miller to Waddell. Blocked by Combs. Block again by Combs, and we're on 1, and it's going to be a point Leslie County, and puts them up. No, it doesn't put them up. It's tied
up 14-14.
My computation skills need to be worked on. Leslie County, here we go. Lewis to serve. Stidham to Miller to Pollard. You knew that's where they were going, but it's out of bounds. And that puts Leslie County up 15-14.
Pollard's getting there just a little too quick. She's having to turn sideways and meet the ball.
And once again, not sure what that was. Again.
Not sure, no.
Neither coach said anything. Lewis to Miller. Miller goes back to Zoe over top, but there is Royce Osborne. Lewis gets it across. Bentley in system. Goes to Pollard, but it's a little bit behind her. Nice job by Johnson. Miller goes across to Zoe Miller, and it is out. And it's point Leslie County. Hitting percentage right now for Knott County Central, not like typical for them.
No, the hitters are approaching the net. Looks like too quick, and they're having to reach over their shoulder to hit the ball.
Off the block of Combs by Waddell, and that's a point for Knott County Central. And, you know, Leslie County is scrambling and making them hit balls a little bit tougher.
Yes. Leslie County is covering the ground.
Miller goes straight to it, and Johnson free ball as Osborne hits it across to Bentley. Miller goes to Pollard in the middle, and there's Roberts, and it's going to go by over and beyond, and that's going to be point for Knott County Central. Napier was unable to handle it.
That was a good job by Roberts, standing there taking that ball.
And then you said Roberts, and right there she is. Combs with a hit, but there's Bentley. Waddell with the kill, and I'm not sure what happened there. But it's point Knott County Central.
Somebody did not rotate to the back to take deep balls.
All three girls in the back kind of looked at each
Right.
other. Knott Central up 17-16. Napier goes out back to it, a little close to the net. And Bailey's able to reach across for the point, and Coach Hubbard says, give me a timeout, and it's 18-16, and then we're in set 2. Stay with us here on Hometown 24.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Welcome back to Powell County as timeout was called by Coach Hubbard, and we were talking about his exuberance, and as we sit here and watch him, and you got to like it.
Yes.
You got to like it, and I'm sure the parents, the teams, and the players like it too. But it's 18-16 on the timeout. Knott Central will be serving in set number 2. Set number 1, 25-18. Winner will face Wolfe County Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Same bat channel, same bat time. Roberts to Lewis, called by Royce Osborne. They give it to her off the block, and that's why she wanted it. Point goes to Leslie County. Sarah Osborne will come in for Napier. Royce Osborne will go back to serve.
And usually when that ball does that off of a block, it's because you're not pushing forward.
Yeah. And, of course, hit it really hard. Pollard, talking about hitting hard. Point for Knott County Central. Sluss will come in to serve. But I just got to commend Leslie County in their court coverage. Other than that one time just a minute ago,
right,
they have pretty much been somewhere where they can get a hand on it.
Yes.
Osborne overpass. Waddell gives it up to Miller, back to Waddell. And Waddell was in the net again, I believe. And Coach Cornett's talking to her as Begley will come in to serve for Leslie County.
Waddell just needs to turn to her setter and say, set me off the net a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit further out.
Yeah, give me some swinging room.
Foot and a half. And Stidham, Waddell saves it. Free ball for Leslie County. Lewis pushes it deep, but there's Stidham. Miller gives it up to Bentley, and it's going to go long. Point's going to go to Leslie County. Ties it up at 19 apiece. And that goes long. Nice look by Stidham. and that will be a point. Roberts will come back in for Begley.
You know, we're sitting above them, and it's much easier to watch these girls as they rotate together. On every play, you see the whole team rotating.
And Stidham touches it. I believe it would have gone long.
But, you know, you're standing there and you're thinking, I'm already here. I'll just play that ball.
Yeah, I've done that in beach volleyball many a time.
Yeah, and your coach is yelling, why did you touch that for? I don't know.
Oh, man. Here we go. It's 2020. We got a good second set. Bentley all the way across, and they will go across by Baker. Johnson brings it back across to Pollard. Miller goes across to Baker off of Roberts. Johnson, and I didn't think anybody was going to call it there for a second. Miller goes all the way across to Baker, down the line, and it was in. And that's going to be a point for Knott County Central. And I think we're going to receive a yellow card here.
Yes.
Coach Hubbard was saying that was not in. And Miller will come in.
You know, sometimes you have to do something to get your team fired up.
Yeah. There was some of that exuberance I was talking about.
Just don't overdo it because you've already been yellow carded.
You can't do that anymore.
No.
Miller goes to Bentley and shorts it, and Roberts
good try.
on 4. Nope. And it's going to be point, Knott County Central, 22-20, and that was a big call at 2020. Osborne, Roberts, Johnson, and is that a three-pointer?
I think so. It is Knott County Central 23 and Leslie County 20 in the second set, and Leslie County has called a timeout.
Let's just keep it here.
I agree.
Can we keep it here? And our esteemed leader says, yes, we can. So, tonight, you're looking at 23-20. Is this desperation for Leslie County? Can they afford to go down 2 sets to 0 right here?
You always in your mind know you got a chance to win.
Yep.
You can go down 2-0. It's just, you know, now you're putting pressure on yourself. You can't make as many mistakes. You're to the point now, you're back against the wall. You have to win that third game.
So, you know, it's 2020. They've gone on a 3-0 run as Knott County Central. Takes a little pressure off of Knott County Central.
It does. And we'll see how Leslie County handles that. This is where good teams, and they step up to play the game.
And Coach Hubbard is saying he's just laughing. Oh, my.
Oh, that was a nice serve.
That was a
Ellie.
dandy serve. It just died as it came across the net, and Lewis just could not get to it.
24-20 Knott County.
Set point for set 2. Osborne goes back to Royce Osborne. Nice hit.
Shot.
That's a nice hit by Royce Osborne and a nice set.
Was.
Johnson to serve. Stidham with up. Miller goes to Bentley, and that's going to be out. And it's 24-22. Still set point for Knott County Central.
I like that Leslie County is still hitting the ball. I mean, they're still playing that upbeat ball.
And just like you said, they're playing with resolve, and we're going to win this set. And that's going to be another point for Leslie County as they draw within 1. And timeout by Coach Cornett. And we'll take a 30-second break at 24-23.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
Welcome back to Powell County High School. And there's not a question about how loud Betty Vaughn or myself are. That we were talking about how quiet the coaches were with their players just now. So,
yeah, when I called timeout, I wanted everybody to hear what I was saying. I didn't want to be no secret. These guys are keeping
sometimes
secrets.
I didn't want the officials to know what I was saying either, but I got in trouble. So here we go. Johnson to serve at 23-24. Nice serve, and it goes long. And that will be the set for Knott County Central 25-23. And when we come back, there'll be set number 3 here on Hometown 24.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hinman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hinman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hinman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
See a penny? Pick it up and head to Appalachian Wireless and buy a new iPhone 13. One little old penny for an iPhone 13. Choose a 2-year contract or on the Mix and Match or Unlimited plan. Staying connected never goes out of style, and we make it easy with a new iPhone 13 for just a penny. Terms and conditions do apply. Visit AppalachianWireless.com for details. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back to Powell County. Once again, thanks to AD Doug Brewer for giving us this bird's eye view up here of the action. And we'll be back Wednesday night at 7 p.m., well, a little bit sooner than 7 p.m. And the winner of this match will face off with the Wolfe County Wolves, Lady Wolves of Campton. And right now, it looks like Knott County Central may be on their way as they've won the first 2 sets, 25-18, 25-23. Coach Hubbard is rallying his girls over to her right, and Coach Cornett is talking to her girls.
And we may, Wednesday, if at all possible, be able to bring the 2 coaches up before the game just to talk to them, maybe, what their process is, what their game plan is.
Yeah, you never know what we can do.
That's true.
You never know what Hometown 24 is going to do.
Right.
Especially if David Adams is around. David Adams, are you? Oh, he's not here tonight. David Adams is sitting on his couch eating popcorn and listening to me and Betty Vaughn. And if Katie Sloan is watching us, she's probably eating chicken and dumplings.
I
Sorry,
never did get
Katie.
fed that.
Sorry, Katie. Ellie Miller has officially had her 2,000th assist. How is that possible?
That's a lot of sets.
And that's a lot of kills. So a prestigious 2,000 assist to Miss Ellie Miller. Leslie County will start off serving in set number 3, and it is instrumental that they get off to a good start here. Roberts down the middle to Pollard. Miller goes to Zoe Miller, and it's a block by Combs. And Combs showing good sportsmanship and says, "Are you okay?" And I think it bothered her. But that's a point for Leslie County, and that's the start that we were talking about. Exactly.
You notice Roberts is not trying to hit the ball hard serve-wise. She's just trying to get it in.
Yeah. And that's going to be another point for Leslie County.
And this is not what Shay wants. She doesn't want her team to start out too loose. She didn't want them to be tight, but she doesn't want them to be too loose.
Right. And I didn't mention that, as far as their start. But once again, Roberts floats one, goes to Baker in the middle, and that's going to be a kill for Knott County Central. Big congratulations to all those teams we did not get to see Saturday that played.
Yes.
It's always a good thing. And that's a block off of Combs. Osborne back to Miller. And that's going to be Pollard with the kill. Point, Knott County Central. The Breathitt County Lady Bobcats. The Estill County Lady Engineers. I know they had a good season, the Powell County Lady Pirates.
And every step is every time you go one step higher, it's a positive.
Yes, and Pollard hits it out, and the Perry County Central Lady Commodores and Taylor Hoskins enjoyed watching her this year. Enjoyed watching all the volleyball teams this year. We've had a good season so far, Betty Vaughn.
Yes, I like that we have a lot of young coaches coming in.
And young players that's going to be coming back for all the teams. And that's going to be a kill by Pollard.
If you look at these rosters, you're looking at the next 3-4 years of having very good teams because all these teams are pretty young.
And
they have a lot of freshmen.
And a lot of these kids only play volleyball.
Yes.
Some of them are like Bentley or two-sport people, but and Pollard. And that's going to go long, point Knott County Central.
And you have a lot more of the BVA, the league
the specialization, yes.
Yeah, you have a lot more of the summer league volleyball going on. So all these student athletes are getting a chance to play.
And getting exposure.
Yes.
And Lewis tries to bring it across. It hits the net. And that will be a point for Knott County Central, 5-3. Leslie County needs to rally right here. Side out right here. Short serve. Johnson, a little overpass, and there's Waddell with the point.
Nice job by Waddell at the net.
And not getting into the net. And that's probably what she said to the girl. Osborne to Lewis, goes back in the middle to Combs, blocked by Pollard, and it's going to be a point for Knott County Central. CAD Mark Collette down at the end. He's here as well. Don't mean to. And Justin Ambergy. Point goes to Knott County Central.
I like it when you see these teams playing and you see a lot of the faculty here. Yeah. It encourages these kids to, this is outside of academics, something they enjoy doing.
Free ball by Johnson to Pollard. Miller goes back to Pollard, and nice hit by Lewis. Miller goes left-hand hit by Waddell, but there's Osborne and almost. Miller off the block that time of Combs for the point. 8-3 Knott County Central. Baker to continue to serve. Leslie County got a side out right here.
Yeah, it's 9-3 Knott County Central in the third set.
Lewis goes back to Osborne, does not cross, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central. And it's going to be timeout by Leslie County, 10-3, set number 3. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Welcome back to Powell County High School. Timeout by Leslie County. 10-3, set number 3. Knott County has taken the first two sets, 25-18, 25-23. Coach Hubbard with the timeout. And Knott County Central Baker will be serving. Long serve, and then they called out, but Johnson hits it. Roberts will bump it across. Goes across, goes back to Pollard, but there's Roberts. Lewis comes back to Royce Osborne with a block, but she's able to get it up. Good call by Johnson. Combs across. Bentley to Miller, goes in the middle to Pollard off of the block of Combs, and it will be point, Knott County Central. There's Zoe Miller, but Roberts was there. Oh, and that time, but Osborne was there. Roberts with a push, overpass. A lot of scrambling going on both sides. Combs, and there's a block by Pollard. Point, Knott County Central. Johnson to Lewis. Osborne, Bentley, Baker, free ball. Johnson across to Osborne with a push. She is so athletic. Goes to Pollard, and it's going to be in. Point, Knott County Central.
I'm telling you, Leslie's working hard. Pollard is just so good at going up and taking that ball and swiping that thing left and right.
And, you know, Royce Osborne is kind of like that. She's a junior.
Yes.
With a little refinement. She's going to be an outstanding she's already an outstanding, even better player next year. Johnson comes to Lewis, goes across to Osborne. Miller goes to Pollard, straight down. Point, Knott County Central.
It is 14-3, Knott County Central.
Almost to the point of no return, Betty Vaughn. Leslie's got to rally quick right here. Got a water spot.
What's that?
Yep, and there goes Justin Cornett. I thought Justin Amberg might jump up and go over there, but he's staying over there at his seat. Got the three amigos over there, Mr. Couch, Mr. Combs, and Mr. Ambergy. I don't know which one's Steve Martin. Justin Cornett's pretty good at that. I wonder if he does that at home.
I would say so.
Shay is laughing at him down there as Baker will serve. And I don't know. There is a question about the score, and it has been changed to 15-3.
This is the third set. Knott County Central's won the first two sets. It's 15-3 in the third set.
And that's going to be a block by Pollard and Waddell.
Yes. That was a good swing. They're just, you know, Pollard and Waddell has something you can't teach, and that's height.
Oh, yeah. So like I was talking about Osborne and her, she goes over the top.
That was a nice job by Bentley. That's the all the teams around here, that's the one thing that every team is going to have to work on is that defense behind those blocks.
And Bentley, it might have been out, but she went ahead and hit it anyway. If you're in doubt, off the block of Combs by Waddell, and that's going to be another point. 17-3, Knott County Central. Lewis across, Miller to Bentley, all the way across to Waddell. She cuts it back across Osborne to Johnson. Push down the side, but there's Baker. Goes back to Waddell, and there's Lewis to Johnson. Osborne, Miller, over the top, and that's going to be a lift on Leslie County, and that's going to be a point.
It is 18-3, Knott County Central.
Lewis backed, pushed down by Osborne. Miller goes to Zoe Miller, and that's going to be long. Point will go to Leslie. Ends a big run by Knott County Central. Osborne to serve. And that's going to be long. 19-4 as Bailey will come in. And that's going to be a illegal contact. That's going to be a point for Leslie County. Begley will serve for Leslie County. To Bentley. Miller to Bailey. Johnson. Lewis to Johnson. Nice hit by Johnson.
Yeah.
Point Leslie County.
And the more that Bailey plays on the floor, she'll begin to take that rolled ball and roll it to make them play defense instead of just right now she's just rolling it to get it in. If she'll continue to work with that, she'll be able to roll that ball to start trying to score with it.
Miller to Pollard, and it's going to go off the net, and it's going to be in. Bagley out as Roberts will come in. Sluss with the Roberts to Lewis. Bump set to Johnson. Nice off of 1 foot. Goes back to Waddell off the block off of Roberts, and it's going to be point Knott County Central.
It is 22-6. Third set, Knott County Central. Knott County Central serves. Slows does a nice job coming in there and serving the ball.
Yeah, and like you said, it's really hard to do that after you set live time, 15 minutes maybe sometimes.
Yeah, nice shot by Waddell.
Roberts to Sluss to Bailey, and it's going to be a block that time, and that was, I believe that was Osborne. Yes, it was, number 24. And Sarah Osborne will serve at 22-7. Nice serve, but there's Sluss called by Miller. Stidham with a long bump.
That's a nice job by Stidham. Free balls go to the back.
And that's a nice hit by Johnson. I see a lot of good things from Leslie County, and I see it coming to the future, too.
Yes. I like the way they're still, it's 22-8 in the third game.
Not stop.
No, they're still hustling.
Osborne to serve again to Stidham. Miller to Bentley. Down the line for the kill. And 23-8 as Baker will come in for what else? Stidham to serve.
I want to tell you, some of these teams, they need to take their kids to the state tournament just so they can see.
Watch.
Just see the atmosphere, and you get that in your blood, and you want to. That's where you want to go to.
And of course, that's going to be at George Rogers Clark High School once again. And this is match point. And we're going to keep it here. And our player, Alice Lloyd player of the game, will be Miss Zoe Miller.
Yes. She played good defense. She's hit
all
the
the way
ball
around.
well, yes. And she's
Setter.
played all the way around. She sets the ball. She plays good defense in the back, when she's not setting, and she's hit the ball well tonight.
And, if we were going to give a player of the game to Leslie County, there would be several involved in that. And I really like Roberts at the Libero.
I do too.
I like Royce Osborne. Got a lot of potential. And
Kylie Combs.
Jaylee Johnson, yes. And, the thing about it is, and Coach Hubbard made this to call a timeout, knowing that not going to come back, but to let his players know how proud
Exactly right.
he is of his girls.
Exactly.
One last time.
You see Kylie Lewis, 17. She's played hard.
Yes.
Turned into a very good setter.
Osborne to the back set for Osborne. There's Pollard. Nice hit by Osborne. Free ball. Osborne goes across to Johnson off the block, but there's Roberts, and that's going to be the match. 25-8 in the third set as Knott County Central will advance to the finals of the 14th region against Wolfe County Wednesday night, 7 p.m., and we'll be right here. I think we're trying to get the player of the game, Zoe Miller. Betty Vaughn will be announcing or asking her some tough questions.
There you go.
And maybe try to get Coach Cornett to come up as well.
Yes.
I know they want to probably get back home. It's a late night school night. It's approximately 9:40, so we'll be short and sweet. So until that time, we're going to try to get, and Jeremy has gotten Zoe Miller. And she's going to come up and talk with us a little bit, real briefly, and she's going to probably try to figure out how to get up here. A lot of people don't know how to get up here.
Yeah.
So
we have number 8, Kylie Combs.
As one of the all-region players, and that's based on regional play.
And number 17, Kaylee Lewis, as the other one from Leslie County.
Congratulations to them, and
congratulations to Brian Hubbard on a good season.
And a continued good luck.
Yes, and he's got that program going forward.
Yep, and we look forward to doing their games next year. Lord willing.
Right.
And I ain't going to say that other stuff because we don't even want to talk about that. But Zoe Miller is making her way up, and Betty Vaughn will be talking to her. And I think she is, if she can find her way. There she is.
Here she comes.
And she's going to come up, and Betty Vaughn is going to.
I will have her and Shay both.
And we'll get both of them on there. And we won't hold them long.
Well, we'll try not.
We won't hold them too long.
No. Okay, I'm sitting here with the player of the game, Miss Zoe Miller, and Coach Shay Cornett. Congratulations, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shay, we've been on the opposite sides for a couple of years, so. But
I don't know what you're talking about.
Total respect all the time. Total respect. Zoe, congratulations. You played a great game. We were talking. We said you're a setter, you're a hitter, you play defense, so you play all the way around. So we thought well deserving tonight. You played great.
Thank you.
Shay, congratulations. You've taken this program, and you can see I love it. All these programs are getting so much better.
Yeah. Yeah.
The competition is so good right now. I know you're the number 1 seed, and I know how that feels. I don't personally. Everybody has it different. But I said I know you probably have more pressure on you because your kids have the bullseye, so everybody's after them. And they can't come in here thinking, oh, you as a coach, you can't let these kids overlook nothing now. So.
No, and we talk about that when we've not been. This is kind of unfamiliar territory to us, but it's a good thing.
It is.
I like to be here. I like that we have that. But everybody wants to beat you.
Exactly.
And so you got to come out ready to go.
It is. It's like a love-hate. They love you, but they really hate you. And I always tell my kids, it's a good thing. They like you, but they want to beat you.
Yeah.
And when they do, you're going to read about it, see it. And that's good. That's what it should be.
Uh-huh.
But you know that you've been there and you've worked your kids to get them to this spot. So
Yeah.
Congratulations. You've done a great job.
Thank you.
You have a great group of athletes. But Mason and I have just been talking, just the athletics of the whole volleyball, even since I've retired, has just grown. And it's getting so good. And, used to you had 2 or 3 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you look on a good night, you have 4 or 5 teams that could win the region. So
Yeah, and it's fun that way. I mean,
it is.
When I first started refereeing several years ago, it was not. It wasn't
Right.
fun really. And I love volleyball, and I liked watching it on TV. But this is fun. This is fun.
Look, when I was coaching and I was number 1, it was fun.
Well,
I
I'm
was
sure it
kidding.
was.
I was kidding you. But no, Zoe,
But
just
you,
go ahead.
you brought that though. You made everybody step their game up.
It is, but and I'm glad that I'm away, and you see that you younger coaches are coming in and taking over, and you've risen. It's went up. Just the popularity, just the athletic ability has. Even since I quit, you can see how it's risen. So you guys
Yeah,
are taking it to a much higher level.
It's popular, but then these girls are working hard, and I know. Leslie County, from the start of the season to now,
You can see a change.
Oh yeah, and
And
Brian's doing a great job with them.
I said I liked it that they never quit tonight.
No.
Okay, Zoe, back to you. Like I said, congratulations. What are you, freshman?
Sophomore.
So you've got many years. I think, don't you enjoy being on the floor with your sister Ellie?
It is so special being
It
on the
is.
floor with her. I have no idea what I'm going to do next year, but just getting to share the special part of the sport is really sweet.
It is. And Zoe, you got anybody you want to thank?
My mom and my dad, obviously, our coaches and my teammates. We will all work together for this win.
And it's great. And I like that you don't see you girls arguing, and it's you're hyping each other up even when you make a mistake. You're not downgrading. I'm telling you, from a coach's point of view, that's a great thing to see.
That means a lot. Yeah.
It sure does.
Yeah, we never want our teammates to feel like we're mad at them for making a mistake, because at the end of the day, volleyball is a game of mistakes. The other team scores off of your mistakes, so we just want to make sure that they can get to the next one and put a ball down the next one.
You're right. And a lot of that comes just from your coaches. You have 3 great coaches sitting down there with you.
The best. We have the best coaches. They're so encouraging and want us to do our best.
I was always want more playing time.
She stays in. What can I do?
She wants something else. The greatest.
She probably wants a candy bar or something.
Yeah, or something. But yeah, I've known Bill my whole life. When I first started coaching, of course, Shay and Justin were referees, so I could only get so many words in there, like that's enough.
I never told her that's enough. I just went like this. The first game I ever refereed was Betty Vaughn.
Really?
And she's a little intimidating at times.
But I want to congratulate you guys. Like I said, I've had a blast this year just watching every team just grow, and watching you coaches. They don't realize how smart you guys are. You watch it at the beginning of the year, and you're shifting your team around, and by the end of the year, you have the best you've got on the floor.
That's the goal always.
That's what it should be. And you've got probably a 10-man rotation. So if you have injuries, and you did earlier in the year, you still had kids that were ready to step up and play. And that means a lot. Yeah,
we had kids that, like I said, I've got that lone 8th grader that I had to throw her in, that when Faith and Taylor got hurt. And this is only her 3rd year ever playing volleyball, and she just really rose to the occasion, and she's just one of many. We've had to at different times for sickness and different things. And that's what you work them in practice, just like I work all the ones that are out there all the time. And you have to have them ready just in case.
That's why they call it, you don't rebuild, you just reload every year. And it makes it so much easier when you figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
And you just keep reloading and bringing those kids up. But I want to say congratulations. Good luck Wednesday night. You guys play Wolfe County. You know Ben will have his team ready. I'm sure, Shay, that you will have your team ready, and it should be a great game. And whoever wins, we wish you the best luck at the state tournament. That's just a blast to get to go to. So,
well, thank
luck,
you all
guys.
for coming and covering and covering all year different teams, and I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. No problem.
Thank you, Manus. Thank you, Josh. And thank you, Jeremy. I couldn't remember.
All right. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see everybody back here on Wednesday night, probably around 6.